ever ready enti means so man sana maham num donek ni be donek eba mesha ebe yo sisima adwuma mesen osisini tan yo ya wo ye bema otonson tentem sansono ana de wo mo se ye kan nyina no lecture se wan kasan otoda bia on se oda sori a wo ye mre lecture se kusi ya bo no so bon mo no ne nyina aye donek na chese ono no mama ne nyina eno nsom atimi akoye mesha ne beboa ama chese bebi ansom atimi akoso donek eba mesha every diamond scientific herbal and research clinic kaseye omana dia ba tone keneboa na say na nkasa no mese wo wanya accident nkasa no asanya hoden agina ne dem agi adwuma ama bebia nsom atimi akoye kama tone keba mecha ababoa ma chese bebia nso no atimi atomutin entin ana no pen no onum tone keba mecha ne bi immune system no ade ne sem awo foma onunum bi ababoa ama bebia nso atimi akoye wona no nsa no eye titriti wo fo ye twon ma chese sade na nkasa adori ni padu na aye tone keba mecha ene na no pen no me kamfo ade ama entisanete kwabena no mo ka se biko omuni mo we boje masa adwumaden enti sana de ne nyina te mecha no eye mecha aba mecha of the moment no no be ebeboa ama chese bibia nso no etimi akoye kama doneka ba mecha no owuram awode yete ne sa pharmacy shops and herbal shops awudo no obenya bi over the counters ne nyina no be ba cho obekwa akoto bi no wato na emom no o pebi ato na afi no wanom ama ne yama ne nyina eno nso atimi akoye a na chese ne nyina no ma memfanto ne mo asem owuram awo Otec FM ha oba Osei upe donek ni be ato ai eye donek eye DONEC donek ano eye mixture of the moment onunum bia ebeboa bema jai chichichire no na fe bema jai se umie gun no emwa ebema de tene se bema na wu entin eye bema no opese ejina ne naso na oba ompokua no emu ye den eni kwa se jigo fam na fe no eye se mremremre wojo da bi se ejina ne naso se be ya ebeboa ma chese brazia no ano som atimi support ne kama eye doneka ba mecha ene na no pe ne me come for ensom ade am obi pia enti ba bia wo pia no se de maka no obenya bia to ode ho pese obakwa na waba Otec FM ha na waba beje ode numbers ne nie se ebia yare bi daw so wode sie bi ana o problem bi yare na cheso no ankasa no ono nsom peso ne doctor se din komo ema bibia timi koya 0246 727 677 0246 727 677 and I say 0249 208 252 0248 0249 rather 208 252 0249 208 252 we know a diamond scientific herbal and research clinica omedi to neka ba me chana pano ene na no pay me to dwa asem no mo bedin komo na fe bibia nso no atimi akomo akoye kama na quickly ye kuye no na fe no ye de sempina eno nso atimi de aba me ba cho oram awo yiro under 21 na ma me mfanto no se me no kase no lectures England eno mo nso aye champions a omaje ade asu o na so after sem under 21 euros no eno nso kwa na wie no aye England ena je na the tennis boy and it have Elliot and the tennis best player of the tournament on some player Juma player no a bombertin 5 goals our 6 games maybe a boy and no abua ama England the man on some timia ya Juma and wabra boy no lectures key trophy no kwabana de beto YouTube no social so some program our YouTube na lectures on man edem soko abin ho obaba dena fe wa join here come opa Otec Sports on YouTube no lectures I want some not joining ama juma ne nyina no etimia to so kama Otec Sports on YouTube no ehwa ane ade ya juma no entin aye player ne tin ade have Elliot no and da o screens no so no boy no ana chese juma ne nyina eno som etimia koya ye de ne nyina no eno som etimia ya to dwa no kwabra de o se England jesi no eno na America no entin aye player no ho baby ansom abekoye kama ye de ne nyina no eno som etimia ya to ya ento Otec Sports on YouTube no mesi ehona mo ne ye bia to mu kama ama eno som etimia streami ama baby anso no etimi akoye kama o join ya baby ansom abekoso yankuye no no fe no yem free Euro under 21 no na yankuye no kama ne nyina na sa eno de ya bawie ama yan we na England daje me ramo e wo Club World Cup no ne nyina na sa attention ne nyina say no ɛhɔ nom na ɛwɔ ne sansan say aye clubs a wodo na amobɔ moden wa asase so no amahia ama yehuhu so ete se de yehuhu amwehu konkonte so no say kwan na ekofom ama ne ma ne nyina nsom etimi akoe na me patcho de yete ne se Chelsea bobo kono anra amobɔ mo game no ama kyese akoe nsempi wa bra Chelsea team no ensom ebo ama bibia timi akoe no na kyese game no a delay over 1 hour na eno ana Chelsea ne Benfica bobo ko ne team no omo wie ya Chelsea hu omo ekanan amo mo team ba ko no owura ne dire Enzo Maresca na ye manager e de ma Chelsea bobo ko no ana yebusa se yewura game no durum rebi no na weda ho nsensem ane che enframa ne niema e fa no na se atwentwan so eno ana owura ne dire Enzo Maresca se hwe we enye football ye abo football na se ye gina game over 2 hours ansan ya ba beto so no unacceptable entone de kan chiro bia sasa na na ekoso no kwasem ne sem empanimfo so hwe wa bre no ebeboa pa ama bebia nso atimi akoe me se manager ne kasa no osem o check ya na chesa Chelsea bobo ko no ebo over 85 minutes na amon concede ose no ensom bomadi a chese ekire wono no eno nsom atimi akoe kama sanso no ana obetimi akasa amo create enough chances de tennis team no ensom aye good ose chekia na chesa performance omudane din ngaritia Benfica team no ano som ayade baako na chesa anu hyepa entone de obetimi aka asem from there 2 weeks ko 1 month ne no aye Chelsea bobo kono ensom start pick omo pieces together amane amane nyina ano som koso aye de nyina no ano som tibidi atodwa na mame mfanto no se on se me stories no me de to wonu sem awura ne din ade de yete se Anio Di Maria boy no mame mfanto dwa SM aye player na nkasa no na chese ono nso aye adwuma ma bibia timi akoe na de wo mu ne owura ne di ade Di Maria no me ba cho player na nkasa mame confirm se boy no ana chese ono nso aye adwuma na me pa cho Di Maria atasa Benfica efrem no se okokowura mo Rosario Central na okono me ba cho de yete ne se okokoboa ama adwuma ne nyina timi akoso na boy no se all join wo no eno nsom ebetimi akoye kama eno eye kakra eno nsom free Benfica ene de yete se Di Maria so ye ebano no Bayern bobo kono mame confirm sem okaya na se omutu ade free Orlando ewram ewo Miami na de yete se yase flight ne delay ya wa bra o chekia Florida Portam wono no o check thunderstorm na ebo ho no na ni kwan se flight bi atu koba entim omonso twenya ansa na later omotim yawram awode yete ne sem aye Miami ama bibia nsom atim yakoya ye de nyina no eno nsom ayetibiri atodwa mere tu ne sem ene yete ne sem aye ye ka ne chese club world cup na eba so Paris Saint-Germain bobo kono ene side ne diri Inter Miami ensom abaye adwuma eno no owura ne tin ade Luis Enrique wose aye emotional match ede mano de tennis oba be hu ne players awodo bi ono maye adwuma da. Number 1, Leo Messi, Sergio Busquets, owura ne did all the Alba, and Luis Suarez, Sanso and a manager, ne did Javier Mascherano, omunyina no, ono ma ye adwuma entin aye we mo no, ensom ababe roman ayade bakwa, obetimi akasem aye emotional de man no nemo no, obetimi akasa boys no omo ye more than the tennis players omo ye friends e de man no eno aye kakre na no pen no, eno nsom to dwane ye den sam ne nyina, eno nso timidi abano, me ba cho Jamal Musiala aye player e de ma Bayern bobo kono, ana no pe de me tennis boy no aye ready eso be romana fe wa bog game me ba cho Bayern and Flamingo nso no ebe pono ano aye kakra eba owro ne te ade Vincent Company ana ono so e kasa ni nyina ne sa Leroy Sane onsa boy na wremo akwa sign ne contract award ye tene sa Turkey na game 1 amon so ba be body atia Flamingo no eno abe ne last game ano ana boy ne say yankam wo bia so ntimente esa he ono de owro ne did company no ose ono oye focused e wo game eba so no na onim se eye de aboy no the last game na obetimi akasa important game e de ma no na de tene se boy no ne ro a obebo no eno nso ebetimi aboa de tene se saida ne de e de Bayern no ya kakre na no pe no e to dwa me rim na fe matoa so e wo club world cup no story saudo eba owro ne den e de Hendrik de Souza mame confirm se boy no akasa e de nsempina no ensom atimidi aba na Hendrik ene na no pay de tiene se uram e wana so ya me de to no se boy no ebetimi aye adwuma wa bra ne nyina ene se owura no enso no awuram ɛwɔ America wa joining Madrid bɔbɔ kono yi Jimmy nim sa pictures no ɛwɔ hɔ a enka o ma ne rolling ni nyina ane sa join ye ne teammates no enso promoting wɔ kame kama ama ne ma no ɛno nso koso ye didi nyina ɛno nso tibidi ato ya Jurgen Klopp ano see o check here NBA players no earn a lot of money almost sign 4 months rest per year o say o check here ono all Liverpool no Virgil van Dijk aye player baako a he say obenya sa 4 months no our entire career ebinsi da enti ono de oka na chese Klopp na kasa no o say club World Cup say no eno nso etimi aboso amane nyina say players ebre no ono de oh yeah ne company fon so nya bibi mfa ne nyina no ene se eyade baako a ha players no eno anya de a ne chese no nso abeboa players awodon no eno owurade de ade Jurgen Klopp eno de sansam no eno nso tibidi ato ya mamen confirm ese Monaco boboko no say the at long last the battle has ended owurade tin ade Paul Billy Pogba joining Monaco on 2-year contract a chese ebewu June 30th 2027 na picture ni ye labili ni ye yes Pogba ana on say when the nitina esoro ne say yakofom aye de ya menim say labili ba na oba aha obesa gina soro no na watwa ase no na afi na no ne tua so kama enti Pogba ana ono nso no abomaden we aye official photo shoot o ye ade ma mo na kono ba kono no na ade ba ko na ye emotional pa no aye Pogba mame mfanto no se player no na chesade ne nyina no ensom kire kama se boy no kwabena de na onua ewuro ne suo no na ya reho sempa after se owuro ne tede Paul Billy Pogba enya akwanya a all sign contract adiama Monaco no ye bane onua ama sese ne waba na akwakoye emotional ade ama boy ya ne din ade Paul Pogba esanse obo football ni bi no ache na this time a oba bewrem ewo Monaco no na se owurade din ade Paul Pogba ene ama ne nyina no enso etimi ekoye ma no enti Pogba ana mo no screen no so no radio for no monso modie ne ne eye Otec 102.9 Pogba ya enjoy ne kakra wa Wallace no so
Thank you, I appreciate that.
That's just the first step of the next one, Paul. Let's look in front and do the job. The conditions are here. I told you, we're on the right place with the right people.
right inti eno aye Paul Pogba ana chese ni nyina no eno nso ba ye de wonsam ni nyina eno nso timi dia to dwa ne entila bill nso assign e de ama saida ne din ade de tie ne se Monaco ama sese no eno nso koso nti Paul Pogba aye baka onua ba ba ye adwuma no de ama saida ne din ade Monaco ama bibia nso atimi akoya ye de nyina eno nso timi dia to dwa na de tie ne se kwabra mame de tie ne se ne video ba kono official video a owie ye no Monaco boboko no ede bae asese no wey ayo official video ba ko ne de no sign e no otene suo yese after ni suo tie no eye de ye ani je wo ho after reho no ani je wo ho Pogba say enjoy no kakra wa bra sese ne nani ache eso sign e de ama Monaco boboko no coach Ochre and Stochery. And run so now okay can name boom kama na and just say woman say there are some Premier League players on board justify any be oboase.
Premier League players.
And no Karim Zito ba o share play say hey.
That's a sound obeso or switch team and say e be obi an contract I
tell you. E be more players under contract, be your mom contract.
Players under contract.
Sure.
O say edin nko anu emodu o. Edin modu.
And now those who have Kofi de ono wa ben closely to who the business are.
Sure.
Near ye no be quiet as division 1.
Say last season kakra ya hu ye kra no say we serious.
They say yes say with the new partnership no. We say some page ade no more.
Sure.
From Heroes no to the Anglo Good connection na abeka team no nti ema the status no emu page pa ene muso. Tinra players pa
yemi hu ne de next year premier no we
betimi aba scout for division 1 and the youth team no
at
the same time academy no. Being so ba wa academy ebi mu ni ball no pa SS1 SS2 for nkwara na on ba honra no correct players pa it is still on. It is still on. Ra ya ma men so by madam municipal chief executive the friend first lava pia for Obuasi say on a true the Obuasi community and the engagement and this partnership deal and run assembly funds are well represented or a very fine beautiful woman will be intimate come from questions
and a jumedi na successful
ben and I heard a color now because I want to know kuruma and now or your back complete because we general team say
sure and run attention e mo justify no so papa
sure no na de no ko view hu na nya ne de na nya nyema ni bi ye ne de na nyema ni nyina
ye
because in the body ni ye na is so position kwa say to have a mining community
now
ye the municipal executive de nyema no ni nyina ye o ye heavy so ne nsam so ye in some year and right mo make sure say insuo ne nyema kakra bi wo hode ne nyina no be taken care of nti day 2 is on am ne o ka say me club president and MCU omo nam kwa so omo kwa omo tie show no omo tie show nti ma menchi omo bi Mr. Eric Oponajima ne Cassius Clay
ye nyina yo so ya chia omo
sure ye
nyina yo so ya chia omo
maka cho mo say yen so ba ba chia mo the monchia bi we ho nti e ba chia mo nti say season end nti mama Kofi adi ni
leader of delegation
a very good morning to Obuasi community ni and no moje ye feel so na utie comment from onumu ba na ombenya na nke start season kira nko a na Obuasi
e ba say na support ni de mu benya pa
fantastic
mu benya support no yes ni gisem
ya touch ni man so o de ye bibia
sure
I'll give exclusive to Otec Sports
because achieve for no
the renovations the plumbing works and everything so our stadium and the other clubhouse you operate in which is the stadium no confuse who room of VIP on clubhouse for youth team our left on all the plumbing works and you secure a deal for painting of the whole stadium no. And all the clubhouse ni be no be use me.
Say mu team no nyoma ni nyina yo.
Oh yeah, grand stadium ni paint stadium no for the whole stadium.
Nyoma ni nyina ye.
Ye be paint.
The clubs ni be brebra pa o.
Seats ni be all crown so I be touch at the VIP section on before stadium no. Before season the best
starting na we nyina ready.
Stadium who abon say fully ready for the season no.
Sure.
And for division 1 picture no so. Unse Kofi as a midfielder the ono awuni unse midfielder papa no
or technical
nyama no pitch e be bo abo obenante so ye de
obenante so hu say standard no
no na maye na e level enough for passes obebo any whatever as ohu when I obebo pass no with punch we have grass and texture na nti no me amenante pitch so end enye se bia me ye part of the team in India. But me sure say if you are from hand side you admit say the best pitch I remember in terms of the level the grass and BBR I mean who the current state of Accra Sports Stadium in Tia so but me who Kumasi Manante so makwa other venues
But set the level of the pitch, and then the standard, I think if not the best, one of the very best. So we are still on track. We are working, and there will be only Rubiano. Yeah, can say. And can only players select your monrano and no opportunity to train again today for further screening.
Sure.
But there were genuine concerns on calls. There were pictures, any evidence. Some group of students, some group of players be from a certain enclave. Be come boom some more. They from different teams, but almost from the area of far car.
Okay.
Somehow the car broke down along the way.
Okay.
So show pictures and videos of players. We ready somewhere justify, but more delay on.
Okay.
And more chance. Sure. Send round you provide accommodation for more free children, but that Friday.
Okay.
At our own cost.
Okay.
A very nice place near the mom. Omo die for the 19 and almost select your monrano. Die. Until the place is safe.
Sure.
Weather no any say nyame de be che na and na weather no ye pa. Nsu anto. Ebian so amogidi sa wo boase. And then me sure say be very fine weather on.
Sure, says can you better sinti governor. O say ne dia.
Wadaruma o boase nkomo no mami.
Episode 102.
Mami.
Okay.
Mami smell kakra. So eduane de say da.
Also can be here.
Also tasty here. So na I think say me jama oboase community no. So and I think we should encourage omo ye involved in this particular project na to bring football back to Obuasi. Something very very important because se we share Ghana football history so Obuasi will track and wumpa. Yes. And I know say last season I knew to be Bobo or Kotoko at some point. Na baba aranya available echo but who's there? The community did not feel say this is our own. And let's come on board. So I'd say we'll be born wakoni baby I think say the only time I who so Obuasi for no show up when team biaba na or Obuasi player wom.
Okay.
I remember Iswatreman ebaye with one particular player. And I think Kotoko also had
Kotoko with Iswatreman.
Yes.
No mse Tenedu
also Obobi so Mekaisa Samatex Scrabba hono.
Okay.
Through that nina pinche by after the game. Any who no menina. Inti I think say be boss says candy in penning for.
Sure. Omo boy abaso.
Na penning for Boasia omonso G the whole idea to mu nyina aba together or mu pushy the project.
Okay.
Na knowing them no for some short period no. I think say they are a group of guys omunim de was ro.
Sure. Born him
and omu passion for the sport.
Sure.
Say ya hu enkofu bi o maba game ni mu obi ne bia sell the idea de ma omo no mu sika ti omo ba mu no ade ba akumienu bi sia because of passion any honintino they leave the scene no more so but clearly from the who here I will be quiet with heroes no they clear say they have the passion for it me can say some time ago mbisa say scandi wa ha say dey na motivate you so because I sat down me share from junior team no pro sports right
yes.
By the be drew heroes level
sure, division 1 and division 2 near 2 pro sports yes how no weapon what is legends no weapon were fourth in their zone no more ball Kokwase Bantama
okay
and another pro sports about Dumpass pro sports won their league number ball middle league
no.
Sure and could to add to the now can sorry to Enra me that sense a team on. Unse na me discuss why we see numbers. I was centers nibi. Na me cite when players live in the community. That's what move feel kwa number part of the community. And some players who move to Boasi Kurum Honana on the ball justify nibi. Even with the justify. So touch a ball and out stance in
fans and
you can imagine when one or two quality players be from Kurum the numbers at the justify numbers number or touch it nipan touch a ball no Boasi Kurum no munina.
No budget so.
They no name and you saw no more budget so no. It gives some confidence.
Sure.
Hopefully with the new season on site, say yeah may sure. Your Boasi community behind
support in the way of sorted.
You will get it. And there is an international scout.
Okay.
Very known, very popular. In Nejuma Panso and Ransono. No, he's there.
Okay.
Dave Thomas.
Okay.
What would Nimno now even can make us I will go here. Ejuma do away. And Passion Agofikano, my club president, played for the Ash Gold Academy.
Oh, okay.
Played for New Edibiasi. Osambo Brukum Chelsea. And beyond football now, or you know, or the passion because why a footballer pen. And currently was I a video analyst. Eric a video analyst.
Hey.
So don't chance no analyze the game, Chilewa. Into the coaches.
Yes, football in the
tell telling the coaches or problem.
Yes.
So you want to course wa or tira who said we didn't care course young
dwarfs. He's so passionate about it. Called dwarfs. Game na near bonny commentary and no more yeah. Now there was one station be no more commentary or more pick it from dwarfs. Or more pick it from Kipus. Excited now at a point doing the way. Offer on video call and watch a game. So on video call and a phone or camera no
that picture also
and watch a game. And even with that, buy no or discuss game said why live from the stadium.
Or on video call.
Or on video call. And he's main person make us 1 in a million there, but or passionate about baby or behind he's on top of the person way. Baby or did say only that expertise, no. Quickly he was and who's a coffin baby china or you're ready to learn from him.
Sure.
And now or respect and leverage and say do baby on ocean the free on so or besha now he's a very fine gentleman. Very fine gentleman.
Okay. And you know yeah beba better much. See me zone 2
this is only from last season be quite heroes na me wo hodada
on zone 2 me ma declare me support the ama Ash Gold FC say omon qualify
say na me say next season there
because
you be division 1 zone 2 Ash Gold FC ebeba
you hear the Premier League football or Boase and enye club bia kekeni here so
you are ready
said the Nasa Scandi Kanu the owner or the president himself once a footballer and also a video analyst, which means when it comes to watching the game, doing the needed analysis on the game, he has that ability to do it.
Sure.
And he say we a coach sometimes say wow because always you need people to come from behind to check on you.
Sure.
One way I want me grab a free BB so but you don't just need anybody, you need somebody what's enemy there no. And he I think that we have to support them and me bompire say the passion with which omodia Juma so far no so as we move along because Ghana football no ya be gidam pempen so bi a yehia omo a omunimde omunsem wo bi no omo san wo sa opepa no on emma game no
sure
so those are the people who can help push Ghana football forward.
Sure.
And to me, when I see such people, I am always for them, and I always try to encourage them. And to Obuasi for Moma Ash Gold FC, the needed support. And meaning say Obuasi focus omu support wadia. Especially when it comes to football, it's so exciting. And they have the facility. You see, that's a scandi can about the pitch. Who's a tutu kwansa Ghana Pando Watamale baby. I tell you what, see, I heard the state of Accra Sports Stadium, any Babayara Sports Stadium. Now the Toto Obuasi the Enhua. Before Kotokoko, and the only problem was that now as a grass now a yellow. Yes, but after a period, Omusa course, sure. Green by
changes.
There is nothing like undulating nature of the pitch. Say baby a pija, baby a mimkum. Okay, reasons a calf site or mudi revoke Babaya license. Sure. No, the same thing. Oko Accra. The last time a Black Stars a ball, we saw say baby okra as a grass in Ibini ho. So even though improve kakra, but ye can picture level ni smoother. Obuasi de no in my view number one. Is a biakofa astrutef become, but grass pa minim bebia in Ghana say I will be timide atoto Obuasi de. Yes, Cape Coast de nkoi baba yara de nkoi tamale de anano
se tamale nanse omu renovation
oh jai nanse mi hu se parliament honorable Harry na Idrisu no sunkura so on nana water pitch no ni ade so issues bebre enti as good FC project ne de very attractive and we all support it.
Yes, say Club World Cup no. It's interesting.
Man who say all the list be amami wa. Games are weather.
Sure. Say Club World Cup no there. I boring no. And Chelsea game. More than 2 hours.
Ade ba ko a ebe me na boring na ma ho. Eye hwan wuti mu nka ho.
Oh, and wo
meba. Wuti can need delay game 2 hours kwa betwe no ha.
Say na bo. On say enra game.
You bodo team can we munye de.
Oh, and metiase. And no de metia.
Even UEFA Champions League we mutu mekase munye de.
Champions League
team afrim. Na ni interest no ya akofom. Onim say nye yen ya yemu adwuma ye kohwe beka ho asem. Ene obi afọ the against factor ninti. Obi nim say bia ma say Madrid ni na Barca ebo ni game no interest obi wa the team nya free mu a as an interest in the game no ekọ but very important say you be discuss ya de na FIFA no ye ntra mu ni sa agoro na mu di ni football at this stage football mu at this time football mu me sure say Kofi Alison and Yama no interested in memo
sure
or no best starting no we are me won say maybe can fa Club World Cup no
sure
and sem kakra but my mentia inspect AW say Nana chief chief inspector Nana Kofi Jeche
okay
formerly no divisional administrator Asukwa Asukwa divisional command
okay
but you see call region eastern regional or administrator for the regional police eastern region Nana show no Nana Kofi Jeche or a friend of the media.
Okay.
There is no game at Babaya Sports Stadium. It's either he's on duty or he's on off duty or Baba Stadium on.
See that say or say uniform or day Juma. And I say or say Kotoko JC and normal Ataribi or the
big Manchester United fan. A big Manchester United.
Hold on, has some no.
Nah, just no. No, to be a small boy.
Was that 2 stories who could have background for be anywhere? Say, season you will be. It's
my channel, Nana show no.
Okay, in your channel.
Obia onimobia ofia Kofi Kwame show so onimona ebia na onimno cause onima wa onim Kanu onim walasti onim skapa ohia so obi approach you ono obedi nkomo no akira odenti a onimo
sure
he's a very good brother mamenchia no
okay
oye me boss oye me motivator oye me financier oye bibia na
financier
oh nana heavy
ni nyina ye dodo na ye
heavy ya meka na akofa nkomo bi anu aye ba ni yedi na yedi nkomo bi na me kind na meka che me ka se ni ba ko heavy ho ana me president sere na cash was say Otec for no Otec sports omunya case will be a heavier there's a near my year in some year did they ever say okay nipa dey heavy in there or no ultimate picture say any nipa ni gina yi was it what is a Kanu case nipa or heavy as a near money pa
sure
and sounds on it
yes Governor so 10 minutes okay
mami focus no problem mami focus more on the games now
okay
say scanning to us from there. But before the Club World Cup, story be akamakuma. Unze kasa adi be akamakuma.
Atacho.
I hate you. So na our last year story be about Paul Pogba.
Paul Pogba, yes.
Any opportunity awenya.
Sure.
To return to
Monaco
football. Na Eugene. Me take some time share time and Paul Pogba a sign a contract or the pen.
Yes, your video no yes, this is the video.
This is it.
All sign contract.
Now or tinisio.
Yes.
O sunyan sana. Or befa pen no. E de si paper no so assign or sign wie no. And afi TS ne more. Enti it took the two gentlemen.
Sure.
No more in channel.
No console no
to put him up. Now ebia you may not understand why Paul Pogba is so emotional like that. Hey, the young man wa go through a lot. Who say at some point on one kasane brother cry.
Sure.
Any issues man, a whole lot of things. Ni brother no crash say or the players ni namunru so say be ya binum be pre-prama or no
wa unua part me you say
absolutely
unua udi demand video
na me kai say ebre bi Paul Pogba ena odi nkoma na o say ebra o free Manchester United echo Juve na oko picky so much so that United esa back for him. Na Jose Mourinho was in charge.
Sure.
And around that time, because of the amount of money and involved in the transfer into Pogba became the talk of town. Now, make I say at some point, Oba Manchester United back na ne no man kuyi na. Former players ne sha se so mo bash no Mourinho catch rom so mo ni bre akwada no o skache ombo eni nyina no ono sika wa begie no sankofo na enya bi tina ye o mahia
ti ani bre na no mo de yesa
o de super ne sa ni ade but actually ono so ni Pogba be nya problem so na o se ni papa chene tina se catch re ni say onye careful about friends and the things you would do, especially at that point in time now sika banning sem but wa fini papa because sika ba
solenske go bebre
I mean onam kroma guess no answer o muguni suisia mami che serious akwata akwa
no example awie ya o ko tia example awie ya
so enti Pogba say when tieni papa futuo no but asem to no
sure
ena or reflect ya no hu say say kan say ade a opanyi eti hompo a obehu no wo wan we do si dua so pra hu no see edru baby all the friends he had munyina ejan hokoi ntini papa ka kire ni say I told you nyame ya adom now the aya disua de unin 2013 ye call under 20 World Cup ewo Tekino Pogba ebe show a lot of things on the pitch and a man for sure says so more predict in the future and the greater things and of course beyond the 13 under 20 FIFA World Cup no o pegaye on but oba Manchester United no we all saw what happened in the end a quite of us who free one na enye ni papa mu a because the whole thing was like sika de kofa ane buy no proba buy na say well live up to expectation tina was say oko back to Italy and again Italy or returning to Italy and drugs hun sensemi e buy so now was say o face a 4-year ban but appeal and ultimately convincing penny for say whatever drug a uteki you know na nye ni trimpo ni say or fa sa substance no na I enhance the performance on the pitch until it was no na nye deliberate and until you reduce ne ban no about 18 months which expired I think around March.
Okay.
Yes. Na ebra sansensem ni nyina baaye no na o say oni Juventus Fortuna no terminating the contract. That's how come he's a free agent player. Now Mekai said the 18 months ne be expire in March no. There were reports say Marcel Epen and Mekai say Mbeka wan say mo say me happy for Paul Pogba because on say on a Greenwood coin no.
Yes, Mason Greenwood.
No ma be fa Roberto Di Zerbi. And or the Greenwood coin. And you problems at Greenwood FM.
Sure.
Ewo Manchester United. Ojaho ko Spain. And Roberto Di Zerbi didn't back to the French league. And around that time, na enoma shall see a koye for Mason Greenwood.
Sure.
Timika say Marcel at that time ebe timi aye the best destination for Pogba because Kamia kwesa has problems now no afem no ebia na Greenwood FM so at Manchester United e do baby na say Greenwood modern monso ani o but because of the issues abaninti no na was say on United party ways no oko so unfortunately Marcel the end did not happen it is who say Popo be soa he is still around 32 years old. Popoba eda so 32 years. In terms of age no say normal any pabra buma onyini but in football so unya 30 and above let's just say when we eba so what you see o look at Popoba way back in 2013 under 20 FIFA World Cup any sa potential na ne woni mu right na fe bedru baby no and sensembia and shedanye really on the pitch enti as a command career ne ya ende ena wenya the opportunity to return to football enti I think that enoma pi wo Pogba story ni mu a so yebetimi esua efrim the same problem ena Mudrik faces CCA at Chelsea.
Sure.
A possible 4-year ban. And before Obe joined Chelsea, Arsenal were in the race.
Sure.
It became a competition, serious one. At some point, nobody Mr. Branton Crow joining Arsenal. Then Chelsea came into the picture and was switching. Yeah, he came with so much potential. Eventually, Sans and Semnintino. Okay, the last time who said Mudrik Gina pitches or ball for Chelsea. That's how it is.
The JC number crown will lose you too.
Absolutely. Say Siciano, you don't even know when you return to football.
Sure.
So what you say? And I'm see Pogba there by no. There was a on Juve contract no. There was so terminate.
Sure.
So now he has the opportunity to play for the next 2 years for AS Monaco. On say game ni mu very few players and at that level unya 32 and above omutimi ebo no ebo ni ye.
Sure. Very but few.
I think that in the next 3 years I there enemy he can do something. Meaning Pogba who say or you be in terms of ahoɔden clearly who say ahoɔden wɔ no ani gye ne adeɛ no
after the ban ni nyina nyɛ sɛ ɔkɔtena afie saa ne ehu ni videos a
o training yes but who say training no ɛyɛ one thing and getting the playing time no on the field no so another thing so you know I just hope that the return no so ɛbɛyɛ a good one French league you know ɛnhyɛ da nyɛ really difficult
sure
recent example Dembele decided say obe move from Spain
to France
to PSG so who say ono so or shall say or Dortmund we saw greater things ahead oba Barcelona at some point on injuries near there on and off it just say when Timian leave up to the dream so Barcelona then he decided to go back home and at PSG the 2024-2025 season one of the key players for PSG as he discussed Ballon d'Or a lot of people mentioned Dembele din say
sure
he's up there to compete for the ultimate I think that Pogba is good so about back now I'm just hoping say most footballers will learn a lot of lessons from this especially what you take you may be taking something
ebi a wunu nsusanso
ebekwa test no na dey asema ba enti welcome back to football Paul Pogba I wish you all the best I mean Pogba uta okodu in America born and now ade ba ko won ho ana me pay o say that's a scandi ka me game ni se me gina pitch ni so ade ba ko me ya makoma tom yempa say me trap passes no so especially long passes near there who release pass bi na eko kan obi nsa wo tumi say we are satisfied then one thing about Pogba no wo gina ba bi otimi peja pass bi to so at as here my game ni yefe nti on people na nuance ni suo sometimes these things happens bema asema to no watimi agina ko asan sorry biem in the next 2 years me enjoy no
sure
French league ni enti say okay after one season with Monaco other teams are beginning to chase Pogba
so especially in the skills passing no
that will be it on Pogba to the Club World Cup me hwe games no kakra bi na mahandi over Marseille Scandi enwa minya chance ehwe 2 games a course so the run of 16 stage of the competition na attendance weather as I take something away from the competition
sure
but se ubu ani gu sa no ma mienu we so na u focus on the picture yenya some interesting games
sure
na for example Enra Palmeiras any Botafogo
tight game
Brazilian teams na ebia omuni players bia omo stars omo big name players in there enti unya sa akono no Saudi ko game no basa go tena kira no say ampa Brazil teams mienu na gina go prama so omo
on say omo 4 clubs are omo back competition omo nyina qualify to the round of 16
and omo nyina so demonstrate some good football
sure
omo show some
quality no was
wonderful performances so the last time na make us Botafogo uko league ni ma the let's say last season 2024-2025 omo like a mid-table team ko check you no de dabe omo to so nwotwe ho baby but look at the way omo Palmeiras etiginae right and the game was tight say it took only a goal to separate the two and no enema once again minya the impression say the quarter final stage of the competition Chelsea a very tough game at hand now check it Palmeiras performance so far in the competition omen FC Porto boy
sure
an European team from Portugal omuwie game no obi anshebi
sure
was 0-0 then in the second game against one of the giants in Africa Ali omu reduce Ali to a certain level omu share Ali by 2-0
sure
and sana omu last game probably because na omo ya qualify against 4 points I think Inter Miami omo bo draw Messi team no but Messi team now come there you see ebia oti Inter Miami so but they have a group of players at home omo who bibia in the game nti ebia age any omo side there but when it comes to the ball on the pitch about experience and the temperament to play at that level they have it but Palmeiras ni omo boy 2-2 nti ewie ye no na omo secure qualification enenra omo ne Botafogo. You remember group stage Botafogo so shocky club your friend PSG by go to nil. Good. After sending PSG at dismantle Atletico Madrid by 4 goals to nil. Yeah. So what I say, I enjoyed the game. And na me de to so ebe share Chelsea in the Benfica game. Na again it was a very good game. Sure. So but for delay now where than the buy the game was going so well. Imagine me say break NMA as a Chelsea momentum no crowd. Well, a call from
Chelsea starting game no very well.
Yes, but unim moving forward there be aya na meka papa na your friend Enzo Maresca say I don't know why Ope try and error sir. Ope experiment you too much
and then changes no also do
na you see ni try ye say most of the times on your chance to come back
yes.
Look at them run a lineup. Of course Robert Sanchez media ya na me pe Jorgensen Eche Sanchez and Oboris James right back Cruella left back and Bidia Shone Levi Cowell center back. Now this is where I had the issue with him. Instead of playing Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo as the two players no e won finfin hon this time or the Romeo Lavia Caicedo and na opushi Enzo corner no more in between Pedro Neto and Kopama na check baby or the Kopama ko gina no obo Kopama
from the left side
e was left wing and na Pedro Neto
from the right
e was right wing and na Dilap in the attack no behind him Enzo Fernandez enti or limiti Kopama. Most of the times never say Emma Cucurella ye juma more. Most of the time never say or run the befawa. Maybe the plan was to push Kopama
more.
Yes, but clearly baby or the Enzo Fernandez ejina no e hona Kopama jina
the favorite position I would
so okay. So what I say enti why I know person or Boko Palma as a winger. Meanwhile, Sir left wing now Odini Kojina Odiko Palma Kojina. You had Christopher Nkuku. Wow, bit me a bit now. If you don't want Nkuku to lead the attack because he be on your typical center forward.
Nkuku is performance and shada enye diasa.
Now Odiko Palma Kojina hono na performance neye. Eventually, never say Odi Nkuku muba.
Eba.
Enti all I'm saying is that Benfica Omunya had the chance to come back again
90+5
red card be changing the dynamics of the game Emma Chelsea had the upper hand but I've always said say usia Brazilian teams now sa experiment it may not work.
So already Malusu Baku to
and the only time Chelsea elusu here in this competition group D was against Flamengo Brazilian team 3-1 after Senna Chelsea had taken lead. He needs to be careful.
Sure, say Maresca very careful.
Saturday 5th July 1 a.m. and Chelsea ball against Palmeiras. Sema mount or performance so far in the competition. And he will look at it, but I've always said say experiment on the part of Enzo Maresca too much to when you're careful. Then one game and them say anyone who kakra a PSG ne
Inter Miami.
Inter Miami.
It's a game really.
Chelsea boy against the former club.
But I want to say about tight sir.
Yeah.
Me want to say about tight baby. I say a Messi factor no.
Sir.
For Inter Miami Messi factor no. Also sometimes Messi to me ye changes be.
Okay.
Now the results are but playing against European champions Paris Saint-Germain. Omo performance aye hu this season no ebe den dia man Inter Miami
check bibi hwa ade PSG after so share Atletico no be lose to Botafogo
1-0
very compact team
sure but omo bounce back
and sana bounce back do you know the opposition omo ko share City Sounders
yes
omo
City Sounders
ni honi bi no enkoye no omo show no kra no
US American team America
say wo hwe omo performance na
no ma qualify we
why
or before so mo boss Seattle Sounders no
omo qualify nwie ye
okay no more 3 points
first one
more 3 points okay
enti na nkoye so who spend the time kakra analyze PSG performance in the competition after Atletico game na as a minim se bia changes 1-2 bia na coach ni ye na this issue na badia so ati ase but the reason why you cannot underrate Inter Miami ni say hwe Mascherano bought typical 4-4-2 na infinfin ho no unim say Sergio Busquets da so ho
sure
and in this competition I was checking in most cases infinfin ho no obo Federico Redondo on the right side of the midfield nan left side no Busquets agina ho nan the wings no obo Thomas Allende right wing na left wing no or the Telasco Segovia ejina left wing na Luis Suarez ni Messi lead the attack no and if you have Luis Suarez and Messi leading the attack with Sergio Busquets no mu mfimfin one can you underrate them
no
they be no mu hu
wi asim ha hono na ayema omo hu yehu kakra no
enye se kakro so you don't underrate them
yes untimi underrate them because these are players omo European hu omo pa born omo bobo ni ye Messi Luis Suarez Busquets
because yeti ni Inter Miami na ayen so we yeti bi
e me kan sa na say age no especially for Luis Suarez o hwe o se ni mu ayedu edin de ho but ni mu ayedu
okay so me emfa ne say Marquinhos William Pacho
okay sure omo na ye PSG
do you think any of them Messi ni Suarez bo mbeka say
Debi onja no dey onye some mistake
it will put fears in you
sure I know they are no credit
it you need the strength of Mascherano
sure.
But of course ye can form ni bibia generally there you give it to PSG they say ni achinye bia ni ho but so one way you now underrate Inter Miami when ni beba ho so no
obema game pa
Messi no o hia say ye be bobo ni nyina o free kick otimi bo she
say this why be
nti one way now see o omonya de na Messi afa ba ku bi no atwa na to box na ni mo be hu ahyew ne dem
be pra
no careful ai Bayern ne other teams ne ade ne de o de akire
Bayern ne Flamingo e be bo anwumre
omo so omo nye careful ko omo share Auckland City 10 ni wie no akire ne nkoyi o
sure say Benfica be share no 1-0
enti omo nya de ye and I think the key issue na ye Vincent Kompany that's candy one way you best start the company
at the bench onya players na na bobo
one way you better tin some fufuru into there
oh say no say
Marcel to us
say Bundesliga say Alonso ko Leverkusen na o mabaya chase no Alonso ko ama Ten Hag na ekusum di Ten Hag no so assassin no be face difficulties
kakra Ten Hag is a better manager compared to Vincent Kompany and don't forget say Kofa Croatia ni na me Kovac
yes
Niko Kovac who's on the best rescue Dortmund ema omunya Champions League qualification. Entino, the Dortmund we saw 2024-2025, we will not see the same Dortmund. Even though some of their key players, Matisse, say, is almost close to Chelsea. He's coming to Chelsea near there, but
they almost be replacement.
Nico, that experience. And Sebastian two coaches are good now. Vincent Company.
Yes, Candy. Twaso.
That's it. Did you congratulate England on their U21 championship?
Almost say defended.
One tournament ananka England Chelsea for no. Eddie Behunu the lap ye pa. But Chelsea also needed him for the Club
World Cup.
Today say Otimi united with the new squad now. Chelsea now and have a lot of Liverpool. One of the star men our tournament share 5 goals in that tournament. A huge for that Liverpool boy, no. And England, I think that Sir Omo plan Omo designed it to say they want to recapture football. Not only the club football, no, which is the Premiership na woodin, but obehim na English stars no nshadan ye omo significance omo various clubs in Yadia and the Wasurupi. But from under 17, omo we need U17, ebi we need U19, U20, U21 omo je ya omo defending. A tournament omo progressive players na the be senior team where you say a lot of them. As a TC, I can add the 3 Lions. No? So for that model, no more criteria at all. Making sure there is Spain, there is France, there is Belgium, Italy, Germany, but about say you football, yeah, by say England, Edimo Kotenepa. I was 2 years ago, Omukura, a man in that division and Mabaso for what they are doing. And may assure say in the next coming years, no. You be some players are or be run proper senior national team no normal team are determined the game na dia England again. You just pop story no. Meaning whether you've entered into unmarried, you've gone into a relationship when you bad moments. Na relationship when you home, but for 1 or 2 reasons, as a relationship watching alcohol. Na was a second opportunity to come back into the relationship. And to say our real home na BBSC na warenka unya ope but a free one sa na mpanyifu atena ase aka nsem no ebi kwa wakọ ware ana wakotwa ho baabi oba no so wo ho na yetimi akeka nsem na mumienu masanya mo ho ntia ase mo besan atena ase biem na maware yana it comes with tears. They said the cake the icing eguso no sometimes sa relationships and marriages no yana tears no and they the seal on it, and sometimes when you have opportunity ni be my second opportunity no it becomes a lifeline opportunity on you watch it. Pogba adia born in all this, I think she'll be ninuanomo accusations of the man in all the allegations they never mentioned drugs. Me read it through omo mention say omunya offer duru the bubble.
Sure.
The only moment ombo duru so no black power.
Juju
say or the players ni be kon so making sure say untime more born say the ball no be jinidi. But imagine say the blood brothers, if they had made that allegation say akwanu num nu born the bubble, and now some months later and years later this issue by can be a huge story because your inner circle say your brothers no kana ka say onu meduru at the bubble. Now if you go into court, any court proceedings are 1 common sense, 2 mo bia na ada no say the affair of court of public opinion here says no enye adwuma court eye adwuma. Before you go to court, your judge knows something about you because of e bia niema yakeka fa ho in the media, social media and your past records. Inti imagine say say ni nuanom allege say akwa no num no bone bobo enampa some years after yetim ko hu say boy no substance be a ban substance e onu mojamu a and people will have this perception say and e bi kwa ne ball wa boy di hu no Pogba from under 20 ni nyina eba ni nyina no e bi kwa na onua e de nema bi frafram. Pogba had a debut that was supposed to be a memorable one, a legendary one, because if Mirim Fia, I think in the debut for Manchester United, he was taking out, I think, Ryan Giggs or Chicharito, Emubako, and Odinya in the first match. And these two players are great by any measure. Pogba quite a legendary status. So Ryan Giggs quite a legendary status. Not too many players have had a second chance with Manchester United. Not too many players. Eti for Pogba akwara ketwa eba United ebeki ne debut ebo games. No free United called Juventus. Your second opportunity back to United should tell you the quality ekura boy no. When say Paul Scholes ebo United retire. But at a point Alex Ferguson thought say obese hia boy ni biom or recalling from retirement e ma na bai. Mani besi akameka in FA Cup B against City or sambe head ball bi kura share editium. Apart from ono, Tom Houghton, goalkeeper here retired at the end of the season. He was at United, and free United call two seasons ago. United signed as one of the goalkeepers, but obviously not for keeping the post. At least to be around the technical team, no the experience or what goalkeeping, and I know they guide the players no nana more. And then Cristiano Ronaldo, legendary Cristiano Ronaldo, had a second chance after moving to Real Madrid, Juventus. I was about Manchester United, ABC account. To have a second chance, I think Mike Hughes also got it. You must have something special because United club no any culture no. Free more two ways. It's either you depart at the time a club no in the age kwine. And I say there's a very good offer that they feel say so mujaima oko. Ronaldo left even though na but he had the blessings of Manchester United. Sure. Return wasn't the problem. Pogba akura ketua ya kwa kofo aba atete. We play with huge potential. But that time, na Michael Carrick ho, na Anderson ho, na Paul Scholes mo nyina agu onom. Ti Tom Cleverley mo nyina be firm. Na chance pass boy ni benya kwan. Esi akan gidigidi pa na be den dia ma no. And what they call Juventus. But when the quality no, Pogba played alongside Andre Pello, Claudio Marchisio, Arturo Vidal, and Mekai that Champions League final. Unzo mbabo Champions League final mienumvi 2015 against Barcelona. Na Barcelona show, I think 3-1. And then they played another final 2 years on 17 against Madrid. And I'm adding so bomb 4. And in those two Champions Leagues, you know, clearly say, especially 2015, you know, Pogba was that instrumental player for the Juventus squad. You know? So his coming back was going to register him as a legend of the club. Unfortunately, for no one attitude, any name maybe a kind of hunt, you know. Many sure say anywhere, obit my a legend of Manchester United. I'm an and also the free wa or copy mu back in Juventus. Nema kakra sa ekofa sa di win na the buy and me ya edma Pogba because of the wakum as a footballer say wa wonu mo be accuse of enema na omode to no so two oba kofa bibia I'm using abia unim said there is a banned substance room na ebekwa kofa into edobe pie the situation but because a marriage he loves or worry football into when marriage ni break here no on 10 ho ase wa find kwan bi so anya a reunion with the wife which is football and oba back for Monaco and I think say a home club na dey obetime anya that ease no na wonya kwan a sha no there is not too much pressure at Monaco not too much pressure and I'm sure say he will find his feet
and France so on say
who no free no sinaka
adaptation no should any problem.
Oh, sure. So the best thing I say, in his mind and in the minds of the public, who bit me forgiven and say no nim. And anything that may start to make her say, yes, and I'm never accused you of using drugs to play football. Can bear then someone for the better no. But so unim and no quantity me money dominating games, in money to me bubble ni you know. Nyang edible. But in all this, there's a second chance for him to come back to football, and I love it. May I sure as a boy no, maybe to me I revamp no. Hey, club World Cup no. Eugene, any date you're saying?
And 29th June.
June, a month I about World Cup. What it means is that
you been a problem.
It is something to tell us about the World
Next
Cup.
Next year, you be saying yes, a problem.
Though Mexico and Canada every host two games, but no be in the group stages.
Sure.
You never do knockout in your corner.
Most
all
of the games
in US. The US be host to group games but group games Canada ne Mexico benya kan host but you never do knockout na straight US. The most difficult thing they say FIFA last World Cup which is 2022 move away from the status quo at the World Cup for November. November December. The year quite problematic. FIFA quite problematic. You see, and US and one that we game Chelsea
Benfica
80 commentary you understand. One of the countries they don't compromise on anything when they are shemra US. Imagine game I bought to 86 minutes, after 4 minutes.
Yeah, pong.
Baby, I'm coming but there was a clear order, say. Once a cloud hover around the stadium, you move players in free.
Sure.
And a year or on say a minimum 30 minutes. You not stop a game now, minimum 30 minutes. I say players. And this time, I say move supporters in free stance. Because clouds na be hanging around now. Lightning and your money woman into say you supporters in the square free stadium. And sana after the rest, I said regroup mo. I'm waba no game na to aso. Imagine this in a World Cup. Where kwabna wakwa book a hotel. Hotel book in say 4 hours.
Sure.
Na no mi ko use hotel bi. Omo de omo timi catch me say omo hotel na 24-hour service. Ti momenta obebie do na wuram no or 24 hours. Unse dodo na no the next noon I saw check out.
Also check out.
To go through anajo 10 p.m. Kurana. I get about 12 hours
time so.
So imagine so buku hotel. Na game na person o hwe nti no. Ebia o hwe time no. O free ebia one state we na cool state no buku hotel no. These weather issues here ehun. Ebet ma delay o edwo wura the next booking no.
Oh yeah, e be affect o round so nyina.
And a serious say US your man ye shemra ye entire mumra no so sa me say 4 minutes anywhere nko maka say 4 minutes ye munwi but in my place ni free picture no so
sure
ansa no mo babim aba beto aso
so unim say Club World Cup we so far 6 games and na was because in the group stage Ulsan Hyundai and Mamelodi Sundowns you break game no for 1 hour.
Yes.
Ansa no mo beto aso Salzburg and Pachuca and also 97 minutes ni nyina tender storms and Palmeiras and Al Ahly and also short delay and almost beto aso Benfica Auckland City 2 hours and also a buy and Auckland City Boca Juniors 40 minutes and Enra Benfica Chelsea close to 2 hours.
Short delay no yeah can follow within 30 minutes range now engine yes. Short delay 2 hours 199 minutes
yes
it imagine say wakotena stadium so ko ball what programming on time we just say we help ball ni be wi the next na be kwakoye na weather ntino you delay game for 100 minutes a go be because 90 minutes 1 hour 30 minutes to work 1 hour 40 more minutes and sani asabe bo minutes na aka na to aso nya say ye wie na ekọ ti imagine say na aka 20 minutes any hu sa weather no and ekọ ya aside the 90 minutes 100 minutes break no yes say about 20 minutes na aka na so and sani yapon and why this the first time I say about 32 club World Cup, and these issues, I think memories of the tournament that a bit exciting. Say the next one need anymore. Ubia Bena you say Opeso Kobe, and that's Ubia Bena you say memories of how exciting are they. But the weather is becoming an enemy to the tournament, you know. Emma, and Yamania player Ojan Park so. The entire you rested for 15 minutes. Not even because extra time more. Your boy extra, your boy full regulation time we are for bare 5 minutes. But no more saying about 2 hours your boy extra time. It's simply because the more Alabama players are resting, their tempo and everything goes down. Their energy levels will drop. What you say? Anything a player attention near the neighbor park so your man we warm up to heat the body system. Said the buyer or rapid channel so obey me I in tune and in line with already or more partners. But this time, yeah, book game. No what yeah breaking game. No what trans about 1 hour, 2 hours. As I as I process the same game. Emma everything around the game in the tournament, and you're right.
Because wow, should be no so brepa. So stadium and I say TV no.
And don't forget there will be TV right issues for World Cup. Imagine say TV stations or Makwa told the right for the TV, so for the game. Now, imagine GTV, my music GTV. A game be because of 4 p.m. Now, more imagine say 4 there by 6 year. Tomorrow news items ago 7 o'clock a kind news. Now game no bear around 5:40. Near calling off for 2 hours. Now Hania Berry calling it will distort to your other programs.
Sure.
To one here, potentially TV stations and the media houses are on the person be interested in the World Cup. They will think twice. Because World Cup not on so throughout the time now you're starting any baby, you cannot be too sure whether your other programs will be aired.
Sure.
And they be aired quite on time because they be breaking 2 hours there. Okay, and the main news on the measure. What if a program will resource persons? One man at time, set times in the bay program.
No, so I be drew. I say boy, born in movie delay. Yes, to us.
It is a whole lot. I think among share weather issues. When you be the next World Cup.
Possibly maybe there could be betting as a Sunday now. Near who year 2022 Qatar you who corner November December came to I believe FIFA for so omo be dwene ho
Santo ne lose na nimu nyam no.
Yes
So the World Cup no one thing about bibi to say Olympic Games and say when the date is fixed you cannot change it.
We are date in
true but this is becoming too much. Lastly na me hwe 2015 Champions League final. Barcelona squad ni Ter Stegen in post, Dani Alves as the right fullback, Jordi Alba as the left fullback, Javier Mascherano, Gerard Piqué as the 2 center halves, Sergio Busquets, Iniesta, Andreas, Rakitic, Ivan in front of them, Ivan Rakitic, and then up front 3 men, MNS, Neymar, Messi, and then Suarez. List here me boy, they coached by Luis Enrique, and what do we need treble
for Barca?
Elman Barca. This will be an emotional game. Luis Enrique on the other side, Javier Mascherano, who was his center half, on the other bench, Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Messi, Suarez will be in the squad to play against Omo manager. These players here, Mabo Mudi in Sono. It is their last Champions League or movie. Manager, no, why lucky to lucky? Why good job to win it in the last Champions League or the holder of the Champions League with PSG. Messi last Champions League or Suarez last Champions League. Jordi Alba last one, Busquets last one, 2015. And this manager and the these players will be playing against their manager, no? And one of them is also the manager on the opposing side against the former coach. So it will be a very emotional game. But one thing is for clear. And one thing is clear. And I say, Inter Miami, in spite of these players you know omo quality never in doubt, but the energy and the quality never continue. In the PSG team no, when they were playing the Champions League or do knockout phase and no more no, I kept telling you and saying it on radio, say ade ba ko mo di BT teams and say omo energy levels no was because of players in age krom no, and the two who share omo a coach say about Champions League ni nyina no, there is none because we there or bro no su bebre, especially when na Carlo Ancelotti edi ka free even can you do semi-final on Okono. Carlo Ancelotti was vast experience, 7 Champions League titles, both as a player and as a manager. Ace in Kwakura as coach and as manager. It is a huge coach, but you need free more. Papa friend Pep Guardiola, treble with Barcelona, so treble Coronano, Luis Enrique, no waje. You understand?
Sure.
Enti for PSG team na energy levels no plus omo quality no and na manager and to share omo a ultimate fa manager mboro omo ade omo de Liverpool free no omo manager no bro Liverpool manager no so, and while we are in the Champions League side it kept repeating menya sure say manager na ka Aston Villa team no ebet mate agina ene PSG abobo no no boy no but Una Emery also had that pedigree, no?
Sure. Experience
no. And look at Aston Villa in the Champions League. You understand why they were moving far. Players in here virtually unknown quantities be, but manager no or the bench no so no. On him game no. In him night no.
Sure. In him competition.
No. Inti or ni teams ni be ba. Obe fan say PSG. Obe you free. So obe fan say Villa. Obe you free. Inti people will be excited by these personalities in a Messi mono game no. But this PSG team no say Inter Miami your man so ombe hold do omo eno ma bo game no omo ni omo bopa they can only survive for about 60 minutes. Say nye omo ankipo omo energy no mo manage game no omo amo anwie which eno kwa no loss that I'm expecting ebe the Estelano based on Messi Munti over say humiliating because PSG bomb 3-0 with Messi, Suarez, Busquets, ni Jordi aba a humiliating scoreline. But so mo koye me masem.
So mo could be
no, ze o jiro no mo bono 10 time. Obet mabo 60 minutes obe wear down. And be 30 minutes net was no. PSG will kill Inter Miami. So I'm expecting say Mascherano ebenya a schema on tiasie for them to follow the game. PSG will dominate them. Till let's follow the game. Ye need ball nechi. Ye making sure say be close to few spaces na. Ya omo ties on be exploit na. Ye close spaces na mo. Odi omo kwa ball no be pass be kro, omo pass more e omo half no. Omo hit a counter no munya go. Omo hit a counter no munya go. Na ewie no ma she 2-3 a it is fair deal. But see e be wie. Na wa yere no 30 minutes ni above first half, 45 minutes 1-0. Second half 55, 60, 65th minute, still at 1-0. Energy where you should continue on doors or do. From bare 70th minute, they will break your team. And why you have goals, no? I bet to say a rehearsed game. I bet what to assess. I don't see the game being a close game. I mean, who say be close? PSG,
okay,
any close. Maybe 2-3 goal difference or more.
Okay.
2-3 or more goal difference against Inter Miami. Messi magic ni nyina no and nemenye sure say be fire
against Paris Saint-Germain.
Do Paris Saint-Germain no former team. But emfa. Be a brilliant say or Messi players be 4-5 be around you be dribble or nyina no. Sani man obit my. But so obe lead Inter Miami team we e dey win against PSG there. I don't see it happening. Me who say BC.
Okay.
Ono akwa na ebi kwa na coach ni realistic a ebi kwa untimi nwe game no. The energy levels no omo be twin mu nso do. PSG boys ni stubborn.
Sure. Young guys omani edin
sure
like say enche yebeko Dr. Amuzu but yemfa on say boys na twen
sure
na quotation no nti before numbers no number obetimi de quotation no afa so no 0505225578 0505225578 nti says Candy anu see ya be bia ewo no na o dia fan line no so quick 50 Ghana cedis na anope ya no onso o dia check your half ti say yenko
FIFA for na so den to region anope minim sa afi de Bayern for no kwanya play na for kwa game ye bebo yes Lightning Strikers and omo da so Orlando Airport
game no so ye na anwumre 8:00 PM
omo da so Orlando Airport anopa na omo nyam for play enko ye eti say na twe no ese yakase by Kan Kesi the Dudu girls 5 beautiful ladies from Mr. Kwesi Dudu Odiki ene nana duase de share omo mienu entem no mo say yemfa 50 Ghana cedis 0505225578 manusia only WhatsApp message emfa SMS ma emfa hwema WhatsApp message nkwa say net here or say na die yenum fa che won bone ho aforebo bia ni hobiem na die yenum fache wono na die yenum fache wono bone ho aforebo ni hobiem we ewo hen ewo tresem no ohuna 0505225578 famai ewo WhatsApp na yam 50 Ghana cedis ni pakro betwa na first no obenya 50 Ghana cedis so obesensi subiema na de yenum fache won de yenum fache wono bone ho aforebo eni hobi ewo hen ewo tresem no
okay yes inti eno quotation na says Candy area 200505225578 0505225578 uni baby a quotation wa fafa so o 3 ya 50 Ghana cedis on sa and so everything akanti before say ye the local stories no ebeba no yenko tafo yes tafo nsia so Dr. Amuzu and Sunday doc atenasia obo adwumenti yenko na yenkodi enkomo kakra ye ba ye dwumadi aka no ebeto aso
Dok, akwaba. Na bia bokode.
Awon wo kama.
Edenya se.
De me ma sentiment ase nyina se ma hye dwuma ase. Infu. Enye se enye fanifa. Ma hye dwuma ase ankasa.
Okay.
O dog ba na oni ho maba. Me ko hye biye ne maba kumasi. Inti mesero se how bit o last year. Na o pese afi Dr. Amuzu bua na efru so a ebe na ani. Wa how ni say na mo hwe eba echiri kwan last year no mu ye bia ntum de na mu ye doctor say oyire na odie no chimato akra wum ebi ni say o fibroidem o say wife say you a friend in fallopian tube no e ma block ana say PID pa etete oyire amoni hia ni nso nyina ase na chi doctor ne say we dey go sha two of them we munye niam ene mu nim de mo hunru a oba anya gugudu ba ye mo ne drain any baby ya sa na every ho se be man so na osiso awo no awo bi pen be se dia atiko o ka chire go be 12 years go 15 years we ye bi enye yie wetu hu anamo doctor for say unsuo no ahodi ni ofom kakra dodo anga enya pastor shoba nyinse no yesu de ni nru e ma we ntu adwendwene se nsuo na nka sa na bia esu second no ofom anase mu ahodi anga sa na ofom so a sa ha ni nyina hu aduru e wo ho na me kasa de biara efa be ma hunsuo anya hu a na ma me remfi enemu san yade efi se dudu no mu nsuo tajiri nyina no e omo a omo anya enemu san bia omo aja to ho achem o haw no akufa sa na abre no obi se doctor se me mere hye na mu so gunase a no tete nase doc mo se me hunsuo na yurobi me ho ba mo sase na mo debu nsuo na ani nsuo bia ne subanti saa no eye insu a nkekaye aye no po se ni pa no otwi moji ase nye guru na ohu na ese Felix enti mesirawo se utie me wo de nye se wunsuo no but edadi mo ohu ebi ni sei ojo nso ase bi na mo papa kakra ya na oti ya kakra wo ya onto hwe wo ya ohene ya oti ya opa wo hwe abanum ana ase no ka se bi ukọ aja na se o chima ni so kre bi aba no wo say be me hia na ehina se fon a na efon wo fie ne nim bia na so da wo so ebre no ade achi na wa ya ase o ya me say enam say sentim dey countless obi kura insurance no yare dey make nyina ne say so pesa sa ha no asi tuma wa baby a oba obenya resource ntempa no ya amuzu e ba clinic bia me no ka say wo fie ko anim gakra una 45-50 akomabo in life be 20 ama say be the pressure brew ma obe ma say unti ni kan biu say be ma bia so ya ma chi a oti be man kan unti odi enka die mu abe na otwi bi no nse nie kai say Ghana na ewo no Africa na ewo no sesi awade ya wo sesi awade ne mu kan hu bi say ba say jumude no nkosura na say be the chumato na how de ba ore no mu so ni trodo say be me say be ma di wari ena edi how no ba ha no bi say et nyale juma yie ni sore nya papa egu animu ase jojo bra open no ma de make nyere say turamon bra nyagogudo bra na sa ha no ase bi etete no menyi from wasen for all say e bia make pressure na how one boni pressure do sa be 5 years 4 years ni say don't side effect no am atin kan nyina ayira am be ma say bi empeje bi mo menka say o yaba o ha we ta bente hwaduru e wo ho anase o boni sulin sa for years anase one go sugar do sa for years ma ho side effect no ase o nerves no ase o ni mama ene obi anka asabi ohun oyire anako ho asore no ene empeje bi atu adwedwin say ya hu de obe ho doctor muzo say enyo nko na bi to enyo de ko nya sa ha no enyo the first patient how we ta bente hu no ho a ono mu a enche bia na hoto de ben aba me fa o take video so entu ben panifo nyina kra se o prostate chima to aba ho a men nwini se adwiri ho dodo na ya me no o munu mo ho o mu asabi o mo so pa biduro me mu kra chesem ma ko bi di afro no dodo na be ma na ewu ibi kura ni be hyensi o ma mesrew enye ya de bia sabi ehuma kwa ne bi e na ayekese ayekese ya ojo so asabi na esi kwanze mayi sa ayekese ya bosina akomia wo blada no na ayeketua etunu musu ya nche bosina ju so dew sa ayekese ya etimi chia urita no ko ju so etimi ma de mi ke nyina ne se sa ayekese o se esi ayekansa o bibiduro etimi ye nya bibiduro amina make research wo ho eduro amake ebie fo agi atum sampa unu di mo obi oposita etwetwe se wo die no sabio ema ugu sebra wunhu wodi ne beta wa yase wodi ne wa she katita said ye tie bia no me say enyo ni first person Kanu me share bibiduro adwuma ase 50 years professionally 20 years professionally
okay
enya dia ye ko school na enye dum kan hu se me pedro akote ko no anya bia se wasi asye na wodi edu akọ FD maybe for agi atum self adwuma ifidum nie
okay
boss me professional
see much
me lawyer gamnya se
akọ ni pa senior lawyer yeah
da unini me heba ba egu me penso na me daji o me nya ade me daji de musume ni
15 years
eye me da wo
2 years old
Debbie with 17 branches
wow
inura FD for agi atum ko aye 18 media agro
Debbie
na me nya biu it dey make us how na dey ba no mo hunim de
no credit
ehu fare ba nyina minim enya afra be suya enti brana memu wa se kuma si hade na obade a me watafo nsia so haye
okay
ye fra amuzu gyahye nde okọ ebia foto bia no amuzu ka ho ofri anwoga na eba atwa amuzu gyahye ka board so bi
okay
ofa ka obola ho amuzu gyahye ka ho bi so for life amuzu gyahye ka so musimi ji rocket film me ka no tafo nsia so amuzu gyahye
simple
tafo nsia so amuzu gyahye wo obuasi akọ obuasi jeje edurukura mi no kumase ma petia ma obi
yeah branch bia benya na
bi se konongo a ye ba ahimfie no ye ni ahimfie no opposite sa na tie mo amuti hotel ka mo sunyan no ye we area 3 baby a friends de Ghana ha de bi wo ho na se kumase apa na oba na se wo area no afre mi ensesai
number ba ko na
dog ne wonder bo chefo na ma ho ana dem akrona no
the same number mumva plus
now need dog na ma isika fon kwa de frɛ
the same number na
oni emergency wo ho No bakona 0247 77 67 43 0247 77 67 43 say na hu edema wa kopa muzu garlic nenom
insomnia
yes Kanu eyo
yeah
na mafo hwan kromo pa udi ema ukata wania do hweba ko panati unne bio
no
obi a onta na no de be pressure osoro obi a na hu edema no obre pa oni ahoden enna ekani pa ho mesrew
okay
obu okra in fa say wan wo pa ne ontimi na mesrew
wow
obu wa say wan twa bi kuma ontimi na enya de papa wonya musgale kunu a obeda na ho
okay
the entire edro ti moni padani say medro ne ko Otec mu zinc ene sulfur wo Kanu enam zinc ni sulfur na ehu a musgale mu no emedro ko gu mu a na body na relax as body na abre o say Kanu before say obeda say body ebe ebre kakra as wada enti amuzu galbites no my body no ebre na mo ahome but say helps in realization my body no home no ada say na ho ebiom we obi so na say taachi o say unsanu efefem oh Can obi timi so je no nti so jem yes
eja
yes onti
ko bunzam jam grow
na minimum no Kanu akwa bi a ko to say do na ehine atwe say nyu kakra hwan
orinsa tumudi
onti hwe
zanu nyina
ewu
mo jani o
na me ka say wa benya so na enya skills bi ajai
yare
na me ka so no special skills bi otimi fa dia e hia ebra onti e yare sani sanu ewu 83 onti hwe
wow
ndiro na ehina e atwe say adwo no do de sanafa mesira ho se wo so ade mu ehina se wonti a ana se wonsei 83 wo ho a ana se wona sei wotimi kwa no pabu ayi bo se hu na ukose ya yes enye obi die ase ni na se di foam pa na e dey ato na ase correct wo sa how na edro be boa no e ya amuzu garlic bitters Kanu obi nan enan kro de shape aboa no oyi tu ho de se oyi tu ho for just 2 hours was na akakraka
wow
ni nan ahono o shape wo mu a enko biom so wo swelling feet a kopa muzu garlic nenom
that's right
wona sina akese no ebetwetwe nyina firi ho e mo ho ato edro na se me ka ho asemu a na mani age fi se obi a wanya stroke I did not chini oni ayaresa wa tot wa mi nu pe wa so anante edro weni edro a obi osi doctor yi mi kura tu kwan awon ho adi ama mi nu amuzu garlic ba ko pe ma fa efuro mi serew ye friday bi agioni na sa agioni wa amuzu garlic mu no ade e fa imma sebuo e mafrishi ko e ma wo ni nyina no sa agioni e wo mu no de ye no into baby on person what ko baby I said on person wa wo emoti kwa na se twi kwa na se o person wo ntem no edura menka fama no eye amuzu garlic bitters obi how ba ko pen hu afa kama but enum kasa enum pampa ndi onye kunu obi se bi ahofo obi ska obi na so kasa pampa di akire nti oni yire misrew halitosis enum kwase yare pa misrew argument je uwene woni pa e kasa bia na sa se uya beno opportunity na se wa hu se unkanya sa se bia so breye
yazo chaso asemede
wa hu se unkanya sa se bia kanu unkasa bia ka fa ba wo na so breye ati ase e je se pampa na efiri utrimba no enye papa amuzu garlic bitters detoxify the body eye se fi body bia ko hye ni patrim no e na e kasa na afa o kasa na ba na epie wonya amuzu garlic no mu a e ko huru utrim e ko ise fi nyina fi ho makasa na o kasa pampa fi ni na ejai amuzu garlic essence bua en na sra de bone so o excess cholesterol o excess fat let kakra so friatel o fi dose too much o sweat bebre do da bia je se o ya dose ade dodo israel se srade dose wo ho a pa muzu garlic no mu nente osra de so ma e beti sana so SS beti so ama je frade bi tennis na ewum na se adwuma no eyi SS collection every hokra ma ohun eto je frade bi tepanos amuzu garlic mu enam sa tepanos ni nti amonu ma muzu garlic e mo body no enya antibodies e bi ti say antibacteria antifungi and antivirus body nya ya sa yade bia de betimi wuram enti amuzu garlic bitters boost the immune system edro papa make ho asemu yi de penya dene ehun so nya dene kuma se hade se duduo pa na opetu a wako dani ho wako collins ho wako apidank ho omumru aikofu mu eni coin na kum to be eto Ashtown ukodu fie heba asafo otu bi esentombi baby onim se yetu nrododuo anase baako no se upa amuzu galiga obenye bi ato onye bi atu se upe medro pe hu se mi se bi anama ofre no de aginchiri mu no e baako pe enua ni 0247 77 67 43 0247 77 67 43 edre apimfo na enom ema so ema enkranyu fo so me nom ena omo so omo nya mfie 2 minutes me nom na mi ye amuzu garlic no garlic no doso be man ka twa doso wom enti obi o wo severe so ma ko no mebe ha
okay
wo ye mukura misrew men ko no mu bi an ka twa de wom garlic no doso wom e prekese wom ni nyina ya acidic egu mebe ebe ha enti ko pa amuzu ke nenom ma ko sa ne kwanza wa ko no amuzu garlic ni fira me ko trans ni ba bia se tafun jia so amuzu jaje be moru market na de mi kan twa to nyane se be mati ase ya obema no emuda
to AFCON enche na baso de emano AFCON enche na tournament no eno nso baso nti Black Queens omuguso a Morocco preparations no eno nso eguso a ekoso na ene yes ade say Black Queens ene Nigeria mano enso the friendly game baako hihye so 4 o'clock PM ɛna ɛnɛ game no ɛba so Ghana ɛne Nigeria nti bra YouTube Otec Sports video ɛda so yɛ Black Queens training a ɔmo nso egu so a ɔmo AD ɛwɔ Morocco ahead of AFCON ɛma deɛ na ɛnkyɛ na ɛno nso ɛba so no nti saa ɛna ɛno nso esiti ɛma no ɔmo ani abere papapapa sɛ AFCON no ɛwɔ sɛ Ghana yɛn nso yɛ represent sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a yɛ so yɛbɛtumi agye ɛsiane sɛ ɛyɛ tournament bi a of late ɛnhyɛ da ɛnkoye ɛmfa ma yɛn nti ɛnɛ 29 June 4 p.m. Ghana ɛne Nigeria the Black Queens of Ghana ɛne Nigeria ɛnso ɛde bɛhyehyɛ so na biribiara ɛnso akɔ so kama nti saa ɛna ɛno nso ɛsi ɛti hɔ a biribiara kɔ so kama nti yes governor on say Emano Black Queens omu gu so a Morocco preparations no eno nso egu so a ekɔ so ene Ghana ene Nigeria mano ena ebo 4 p.m. aha nti se sana no nso esi etie ewo hono ma bibia enso ekɔ so kama nti yes ene Ghana ne Nigeria 4 p.m. and then also o expectation e o game no you say
me expect a tougher opposition on say o the previous games na yabo ni nyina na opponent ni mu emre because I said that sikapade lineup ni ba 3 games na ni yebo no me catch ni say on notice something ubun say first 2 games no ye benya like a comfortable game
anya denden
game I ho beto e but against Nigeria e hona ubehu say yenya the real test, the needed test. So intina me commende omo arrange friendly games no. We say prepare starting from Asia na de akosro, right? Sometimes when your opponent beat say Nigeria no more, you may play certain games no share 3-4 2 near there. Sometimes it be crowd won't consider be. And you may think that the team is so good to go. But Obekwa could do the competition proper now. Big teams no bebano. Now why you exposed, right? In this particular game, I bought against Nigeria. No, I am expecting the needed tester. Ebema seem to be a Black Queens team. No, you bet me
sure.
Near resolve it. And Sanya the competition proper. Don't forget, say, now says here can Ghana national teams are Mkuya and your Black Stars Nunkwao, right?
Various national teams
and your Black Meteors and then under 17, any under 20 Nkwa. Offer Black Queens are until Nora Hoptel a bit take over. No, we're struggling. So what you say now, ye know ye 9 shedden CC any idea. And one thing Nora by and me who ya na many no say under Nora Hoptel now to me say Black Queens bobo na or mo a certain game plan and or mo with some kind of understanding who say there be a say football and individual sport a team sport and me football match biana. One of the things I did so the measure say team where you good no say me who say or mo bought with some kind of understanding who say or mo ti or mo who say Emma I say ayonku febi wo mo tem ni ade no mo de bobo no so much so that obi jibo kra eni kwan so opejanity otumi LA pass knowing that this time me colleague we ewa hasi so at yasinti say uko he football match na uhwe teams ni mienu ebo ni nyina na say obi e boy ye individual play ni ade hu say entiasie bi ewo mumu a omumbo as a team a eho no e wikime so at yase and under Nora Hoptel ye hu say gradually na Black Queens no e sha ase e kon kakra to that level who said this is a team on enye a group of players will be a genedia no obo but there's a game plan
sure
we are rehearsing and players need to no mobile we saw that under Nora be an engine do level one a bit me compete top of the very best, but at least we made some kind of progress, right? And now you're so unfortunate saying by this time Nora never but because at some point my no if you say now your man they needed support in terms of games, raising friendly games are bit me able to prepare the team for the competition ahead no ojaye hokoye so as I say and say Kim atake over nti I think say Nora hope to alley foundation be a Kim ebetimi agena so to do very well at the next competition nti no ene against Nigeria obviously in terms of a ball on the continent Nigeria for so one particular country omomo de mo wasro so what I say I'm just hoping say omobe parody the very best to give us our test no so what I say they need to was see nyasa opposition na Eugene obe expose seem to be a team nubia so that we correct it me mpese ye be call the next competition na when it matters most na fe yakwa could disappointed na abe the usual story on say even under Nora hope to anamika say in terms of building a team who progress no kra no one of the things near person achieve ni say ya the Queens ebetimi akọ the Olympic Games so as you say but unfortunately eno enso so ntimi happen so met your sentiment amfaya anko Queens enso ntimi amfaya anko so what you say enenumpo de at that time may I did not yes but Queens de nimpo de a failure to stay out no and I inability to go to the Olympic Games no man blame playing body no any technical team no unim say around that time no ma bo qualifiers I may ka wom edu baby na girls ni nyinyi wo camp but so when now and that is one problem we have in this country say on nkofo bi wo asudie wo asedie bi e wo so mo ye so ma anye na uwo team nim now sha say ebi a raise issues na ya ma wa be ye de what to tankuru ma say wo ha adwen on one way ya na label say we rebel leader it's around that time near per qualification to the Olympic Games or with the Queens and me kai passes that time na say Meteors for the Yakojiegu and we were hoping and believing that Queens would take us there meanwhile na bonuses accumulate and na girls ninya happy
and who opponent so ani Asia
so Zambia me kai say that time no o kan wan sem bia na mami berry ladies mami oh yeah na mi refi mami
yeah NSS mami
berry lady yes
oh
mami gift your worry
yes
o ka bia na gifty enu the boy ni so let's focus on the game ni ade e kire isi kasem de beka ho asem sa ena at the end of the day ye lusu wo ahao
yes
and the second game na ye call away no the girls did very well but ya damage no ya cause damage ni wo fie wi dada enti all of them put together I think say no Kim abefa Black Queens at a level the position ni ye kakra and you should be able to also to me build on it.
Say first two games no are winning
and America say first two games no me na e wo hiame
Ghana say Malawi 3-1 and they say Benin 4-2
and America Chelsea pass line up ni ba na America Chelsea say Malawi ni Benin omo my tester ye hia
and they no na
Nigeria so what you see and we bohu say sa 3 any 4 na ye share Malawi any Benin no dey hu sa de no but dey very important ni say ye hu sa de na ebe me ye gina yie for the competition ahead nti eno ne ade a me hwe ani mu say besi in this very friendly game
say also for anu tuma
Kim say we are working hard to make Ghana proud. I believe we can have a memorable summer together. You see, national team no, titu ne mano. the moment they started see nya foreign based players a place be I see two kwan omo nya that experience no our outside into say yɛde ɔmo bɛwura national team na ɔmo de experience ne bɛboa no na yɛbɛnya two faces of the national team ɔmo sɛ yɛ days no nti na nansɛ na me nhyɛ da ne saa nipa ne nya adwene deɛ ɔmo ka sɛ ɛna ɛdeɛ na broni coach bɛtumi ayɛ ama Ghana yɛbi ɛka ho bi na Otuado ɛte yɛ so no as head coach yɛ for AFCON ne yɛwi ne nyinaa no yɛde Ghanaian coaches ɛna ɛwi ne yɛ abrɔfo coaches aba bebree ɔmo ntumi mfa ahwɛ mɛka ho Otto Festa aba oba odidi by Medindop aba clad yimo by doya munyina no eba mo de manfa AFCON ameka ho nti se Ghana bit ma wini AFCON a say ye tuntum coach ana say Ghana ni coach nti de mekai AFCON 2019 Kofi no so Kobi Egypt okay AFCON 2019 na ye economy oh the soil connect with the Dayu because sa soil na so no kojina yo ko wini under 20 at the man Ghana under 20 World Cup in 2009 nti ye ko AFCON ne de sa be de mu asa mia nti bohye no any promise na ebeto
sure ye koji aba
ye ko ye anim guase ye nko na ye koji wo ho de nti am site sa de ne say time na ye football ni develop
AFCON na Comoros share no
ai
Comoros
eno ne ne Gabon mu nyina wo group anyi you see sa tournament no ebe expose you when onye utimi yi nti obekaya ye football ni develop free time a ni ye nim si ye tu kwan on Ghana ye nim si ye tu kwan bi ti players no e wa he ni akeka bi a Republicans Kotoko has and side RT ni akeka woni Black Star ni akobo ni akwaji AFCON time emu bie se afi ye nya foreign based players so mo do mo nim de ne beboa no na ye team na akwa in two phases ti ye ko into a transition so to get the World Cup 2006 na ye players o mo mia in Europe mo be wura mu by eno kwa no we had the local contingent in that Black Star and they qualify for World Cup ye ko World Cup no proper no kra no still ye nya local based players almost 30 games ebo bi de man e wo 26 World Cup no enne ba bia aba bidru no enam say yen develop a fie league ni ye for ma though there's been an improvement in recent years but ye league ni ebo no kuruma no for ma no enche da nye professional league papa bia e bit must stand the test of practice ye dey ma league in those elite divisions no enunte no obi ye nya identify obi say owo ha kuro quickly oyeso bobo Black Star na obanso bewuram no abebo this time no your football no sabre no e wo mamu no it said the Black Stars of around 1970 1975 no TSNK was a stronger local league players ni bit ma compete with the foreign based players said there before 2006 na foreign players ni be ba on better bench and my local players ni be ball. You understand what I mean? SNK was a vibrant local league. A bit challenge your mum for Europe ubana into you have a started you know and near ball AFCON that time it in Nigeria for any tijina no more ball I better saki money those times you know foreign players were hot here but because a system where a picky players are one on merit two or we are ready to die you know yeah unya the cut out performance you know league you know best spread around Africa na ma football interest bebe mu no and you relegate into say you pre-qualification but yenya intermediate football medema state na say GF na say see any ko my league no pa near restructure ni on say omofa a scheme bia e man ma ye league na nimonyam pa my league no but it is not the reality and say na say CAF ni ba ho enu na your performance at CAF Champions League ni in eba form no what the DNA yen say ni enya ye bo league ni we nya champion wi a any champion the Kobo Champions League no. A league no League 11 and any the Kobo Champions League no. It Hazakes ladies na aje. Mansa no bako Champions League no. Ampem da ko for best defender no. Ni assign for Hazakes ladies. Ni akofa police ladies for midfielder. Ni assign for Hazakes. It did not connect Hazakes here, but the best player from your league in the account mabum yet to near the Omako.
And also creating a team so you are the forefront.
Tia core first one in the Kobo final. Any film. You lose to final. Second one, you do semi final. If you okono, ne bobe a thing because they say Morocco for any other owns a far for no. Emano, Omujomana Sopa. Get very good. And as I say no, because of contractual issues in the maybe say any about you know. It's all league now. Utim na na adeko ya starting who your level to develop a league ni but it's good you had two good performances your previous games near abono and I'm expecting that Kim with the mentality na ekurano Nora ebe prepare grounds no man the environment around the national team no pa so what ohia so be ya na say obe yusu ne status no e dey improvise at the crop so ye on the players so that you benya a scheme and you benya a partner out here chire hwa my board but we say now person obono and yes sir if you want to play because you have to play if you want to play because you have to represent e be a problem so ono waba oba be fair team no and you feminine to feminine factor and yema the mama no understanding them unse or oba sebi mfan chamia the same niamana players in the film in terms of omoma asem no ono so film it understanding the pain of oba especially during certain parts of the month and on here you know obeti ase unze akwe ofi yiji minim so onu aba edi wachi a ani mo amia kakra omudi wanimum aw mudi wachi in terms of age aw mo amia kakra unze wo ye bema no kofi sometimes unu aba bi na memre the dress wo bibi wo fie na sebi wo de ne mense say yi no wan na mase na wo bema ase a wo bufu wo hisa ase adwuma so person good if you don't get that chemistry with the girls as bema will lead you no enema bebre ebetuma overlook you because thinking like oba no untime nya na sa etina Kim by no there's a favorable environment obete omase and I think that is the best moment who recently for your queens no or a streak of games be without a loss until Zambia for ebechi and the qualification to Olympic Games I lose you end man the Olympic Games no Barbara Banda mo and Crawford be ye free to it's good so I started on the right and a winning note. Young say against Nigeria. A bit many sa courage, you know. I'm using the word courage because I get back home the BT a pan. Yeah, na individually, yes, we all players nibi or stars nibi there, but the courage to play at that level, no, there be a Nigeria for the BT, and that is what I'm looking out for. Say as Bermano, a bit many sa, you know, authority over the girls, and I say, yeah, man. Okay. Me are translating into football. Okay. Yes, idea. If we succumb to Nigeria once again, meaning if it will be even be positive for the mentality of these girls. Say, Ebesia Nigeria, Ebesia Zambia, Ebesia Morocco, South Africa, no, intimemo. But Ebesia, sorry to say, joint teams now. Yeah, sure. To have not ye believe with this mentality.
Tournament no crown. Ye kokora na yense da ni gidie sa
sebo ye da abekwa kosia omom ni mbo no
Nigeria fu ye Zambia fu ye besa kosia omom Morocco fu ye omom so omom piki ba se enra uremu adakoja che se kodoko omom justify no egusu a ekoso na enra omom ebo game back justify team no omom ne Benap FC and a boy enra game no eye 1-1 Sylvester Simba any nya go no edema kotoko justify team no ene omu break o china omu besa abo game back but for now ne dey omu confirm team a o china omo no mo Sylvester Simba I don't know say your ball dreams
former
dreams
FC.
I believe say be
Sylvester Simba
sure on no nya go ne de ma Kotoko justify team no you say eba say na Kotoko here players because we be call
on kwase national under 20
under
23
yes no ka ho
no ka ho
a very good player ball no ni ball
na oye
say dreams FC here na national team under 20 ebia for now no
for now so na Kotoko hia omu
say na no wase go
omu hia ne 3 years experience na etwam no omu hia ne current
say
experience
no wase go
na mo mi wo dey say scandi ya mo se Kotoko ye dey justify
omu players
edia players aba senior team
edi bia be ka ho say omu sensan bi say from last week Kotoko announce players
Kofi the enkenye a normal practice for a top tier but the man here acceptable on say there are players are eduma running on contracts there are players who move free foreign and eba they said the Kasemba say me the only thing about him the access na the oboma hu ye and ye nyina hu say Kotoko anya sa problems recently. So obekwa akofa player based on the performance that udi nim no some pass go assign na wi now be sign the baby no on cut for it
sure
ebi mu kwa ba to be the system no insist say on mo training match kra ma sign wi answer
say no abo
boy no the saying Abdul Fatau Shafiu
yes
ono na ebo Kotoko no ko ba yo san be sign contract na no ye ho
e ba na also contract no mu twam
wa mbobombo omo ye medicals wi no mo say na fitness
or issues
later no omo ye player bi so ayi medical wi Kotoko announce no omo ye medical wi omo say nsuo gina ne nan mu
ono a Shafi
enyema bi nti no onti mmobo no mfa mo you understand enti saa nyema ni nyina aka ho bi na Kotoko decide say omo organize the ye nyina be friend justify but I say a training assessment for players na on better because said na no na spirituals as amu nyina
on
ajuma bedu
Thursday
no Saturday no
no count
enti I to say baby bi kaka me here if what that so fit or cast in the mood na Kotoko e person mo receive because one scouting a issue okroma scouting Kotoko no cannot tell us say throughout the season no they have scouts who were beyond games or more able no more scout players more between Kotoko Eddie Dreams yabo Kotoko coach no ehun Dreams player you understand Kotoko akobo ya emfa nse mediema between omumienu 2 games no ohun player bi but beyond that say Kotoko obo mediema by a scout player bi or Karela any vision game no do omo coaches bi omo say adwuma no de mo omo e okroma de but enye so vibrant what you say 2 yes our operating system Kofi will admit me sure so be admit say so called scouts in quote any coaches bi o de adwuma jana o ye rough or the players omo ye connected to him go and bebo omo no de mebro recommendation on the bebro no and the great Alex Ferguson kromo didi no
no agene person
baby also wa hwene da
my recommendation
man
say boy obi a ogimidi
un Gabriel Obatan
yes Obatan
omo ahwe no they signed him because of scouting reporter yeah the brain no enti enye e be a normal practice with the top tier say Kumasi Asante say we say Chelsea and say Manchester United so more justify up players and say the standard what you say and say standard no but the woman say sa players no so bi o ha ofra brochire na eba di okofa mu abrochire obi a wunim what ye league mu e bia want me am follow no but 1 or 2 touches be and 1 or 2 things be obemo say oh akwa no
still one chance
element don't forget in Bella any ninu aba ko no Mfege omo ba as players omo out of contract no be boy justify ma ko hu
and omo boy pa
Mukwala Yakuba
Sonny Yakuba
be boy o ni agent ne ba obe introduce into Kotoko no na so obobo emo he Kotoko signing ni we yina yini be free mu ba but ense se be a normal practice sa be ka
o si obobo to tesia
Adingra na almost sign what secretariat how no say twa contract almost apam no secretariat because ko touch ball no buy no unse player na me tie se scandal fu am de tie na Adingra unis wa me chairman
footballer pa professional footballer
two taps no o start so obo two taps ni deep and two taps na e kan two taps obo two taps obo no 1 2 na ball na dura that is a channel bre no
dia obo professional football.
Eugene, media, I am for second part of Scandi submission. You know. I am for the second part of the submission. You know. You see, you are talking about Kumasi Asante Kotokwa when your qualification echo Africa, and mind you, African will start somewhere second to third week in August. Ye July ma wi a ne sawo enti ni kwan se Kotoko training grounds ho no mu no eye too busy na players bebrebe na we na defender ba we ya ba bebre. I think say aye too much. Say Scandi say one player bi ne bia recommendation bi aba gidigidi bi ne bia e pese ye so ne hwe some few games bi they are fine, but then na be yes player we na no kra ya safu dikusi 3 bi free Burkina nso beba
ani so ma bedru ana
minim so ma bedru dia say wo say ka tuja wo mu
say baby am sure say no ade no mo ka ho
so what you
last week Tuesday or Wednesday and no say ka tuja wo mu ti Burkina de
player
asa no say wani anyo ho
there be say player no oda bro sunti na kan na o serious say o ba tobo
bia omuni wo gabo bia wo Burkina na kura kakra nti
bia no say
ofuo no ma be faka
Eugene bia no say omo be justify obo ase nra no ebun be da ho Friday
yes
if you are enthused about it but now you serious about it say onim say mo car no mo kuro mo Wednesday nkwa na tu de ba wo ga ho and say obetuma be da wo ga ho
say players no say oji omu di kura wa akwa betuma arrange car
there is a difference between station or car na intimate to because if your car na say any car to eja no
there's a plan now cause onye serious obobo player uni team over penti ma ball
say lawyer safudu kujai kan ni pa so kama ne ba bonte kra
player
over penti ma ball what down my car to eja
excuse me say why you late at the answer sorry
you see
abra unim say ade ehu hia da wani ma akoye
so you dey
me problem ni say ohun we are talking about Kotokwa in the last best 3 seasons there ye wie bia players no omja bebre kwan
and ye hardre
na last season podium wie ye no bebre kwan ma duru ba bi democracy cup no na wo say omu postpone for Kotoko to be able to raise a team so what you see we hwe sa system no ne sa practice na ye ma amamfo kwan pre-season ya duru bon na we amamfo akosua players abegum at the expense of Kotoko. It should stop. Kotoko prepare for Africa ofri President Cup moi obeko South Africa
say bia na house for the issue say on say after President Cup no on say house ko Nigeria game o mo ko born in Nigeria no say e man the first game
I say the bia
na Nigeria President Cup Sunday to me cho mo team ni mana
e bia na Sakra
Tiana play
omo game na no matena flight mu ko
net wo be adechi how ko game
but I was say organizers new fixtures ni but me focus is on justify as a players now those who Kotoko training grounds so too much
say justify ni de nyomu nyina say e de akakra bi ni e be fa
yes Mrs. Scandal Eugene me say
what in the point na
me ti ase
un say justify no said they na me can order to so obit me identify the players bi ma person mo a second chance ntina wa fro
okay now say any question so mu biam say obia maybe
we there and now bet
you see so mu biam so obia maybe I say recommendations amanfo aye dia mo na sa players na aba
nya botre edin yes kape bubo kire wi yentwem be 5
Burkina Faso no
se Burkina Faso ni meka ho
okay say
local kra no wo resume ye ya
Simba Sylvester ana Ajimambadu ana Ishmael Dede ahono so ka 3
ana there were other names bi so omu kra o de wabobɔ ne omu ayenimu omu ayate omudin o is becoming too much nanye kotoko na akosan ni Zakaria Fuseni ababeka Onel ene ablo ena ansumuhi Simba yi me ye coach a me team mu ba bi obenya abo no left wing the can number 11 because we are right footed ndekwa kugina ho kotoko players be say 3 o se wo Peter Amidu akwa yi your friend say Saka Dauda wo ho na Fernando Cruz aka no mu ja Fernando kwan now what is the Fernando Basi wonya de nchen Sylvester Simba Fernando ani say ya Sylvester
Fernando ne kakra na ehu ni
Simba no ya league na hwe no dreams ni national team nyina ebia stamina and na we Fernando
sure
but Fernando is very good on the ball and the one season no oboma akotoko no
or at least o prove bibi
o kire bibi ono kra ma na nto aso wagya ne kwan ko and afi ni yese ko observe obi foforo no a brain ho for the African game. Enti 1 or 2 bia and they will agree say they ha no standard ninte say esro ho. Enti e dey ya e ma be observe 1 or 2 bia no nya ye afrim. Na se Kotoko so o ye justify for ni junior team na junior Kotoko na no ombo 3rd division no. Se ho no mo ye justify dia. Mini problem. But the senior team need the too much and enye Kotoko nko big teams no omunyai sa de ne ye enne be wi ase no no masisa players bebre afia bebo season ni be wi no bo se na pi nya Kotoko ne has standard ni omuja omunyina kwai almost every single okay Dr. Prosper na te ogum second coming no omu say omu ye rebuilding o sedan enti omu call mampon says Gandhi se mbekaya na players yi ba no omo ba na ye bi be justify ni ade ni esese bia after 1 season bebre ekoye. I am not against justify if it is for the junior team, no problem. Now, but the main team now assignment done anim no e was say we are sure of the player who no mo tuto hibeje oni goalkeeper Hussein Aziz from Bechemi any akwamuni ade and also president camp so domanim and omo senior team no so work camp and minim also me share omo video ba ku bi minim say na justify games no but omo third keeper chum in one of games or one man dem tina I was asking say omo ni team na ho dada na justify omo ka omo bom na omo ya na say
yamwa this discourse no Kofi going forward I think that is what they should do. One, some of those sessions they should close it from the media. So when your players be now person try more here, close it from the media
because you open
on the quiet. You wadi or you know only 2 ni 3 be now person announce or more then you announce it. Sure. Because now you who Prince Owusu Kwabena on the house for Pobi Mai. You try pictures. We black club on signing.
Tunu crowd on KK ball crowd Pobi Mai.
Some of those things, you know, Europe in I or why I say Phyllis to me babonting. But say even Fabrizio catch or say man you best sign it young fan is a Brentford player friend in Boma a narrative not the amount but so benya boy and Carrington pictures here Derby you understand
I just say be our best sign
this will be sign up it be our one say ne car neighbor no sa can here and go much from long shot no more you yam one say obitim unim no pa na and one say be say ni pass machine ticket and of course sometimes driver no mutenya no na player no share it is going forward if a bear practice at clubs in a bear they should do it on the quiet where the media will be taken out of it but then no upel because of YouTubers and inti omube didn't no senior one hwe kwa na say old player bi obo be kotoko 2007 2007 asem na make you ono na di player ba e na obo nso ahye nika keto bi ahye jesi aguso e hye sneaker on obi betwa na ba say sa player no kwa no kotoko be sign no minim so you just the make na say player obo be 2007 o de man fa ni nu aketwa no on dress it said the ono so casual they said obi a sports person no to get the numbers to attract YouTube nintino before wo kotoko obi hu no na fly say player bi bo kotoko 2007 was aba training ground so be training na say sika papa so building the YouTube awe nya story enya story
kese pa
what the be hwim no the picture ato enkofo betietia ansa na wo be hu na je so wo ba abonti be yia no wo was a club so wo ba abonti na be yia no na nu ya kotoko bo ayi your friend is saying Confederations Cup and the Sika Kanu omoboko money zone ye nyina say Richardson enu enya injury edru baby ni injury no eventually Germany okoye ayi when was the last time out in the say send no bobo
ache pa
o free system no kura
me hu no na I think say na nations wo division 1 no
I know obo bi
opa what is here justify odakoja ache onye na jo okohebi no okono wonhye nika ketua bi enhye jesi bi nwo no wonhye Adidas slippers ye hye
ni YouTube for ne
obi me twa ya ba se no asate ye training
se caption ko do ye sa akura da senko so kotoko assign ni
ori obe kotoko
se de be abo akohwe
kotoko science se nenu no wa ye dot bi na tire ho ba bi no the question mark ketua bi akotaw
uru mu ara be hu se omo nsan no ba unya hu caption ni dia
they will create a story as so be ya no to be una me you apeni your lawyer Asafuduku why you be granting interviews to answer questions so if omobe justify clubs no especially Kotoko have become any OTC say Baseke Holy Stars Young Apostle Karela mo justify so move for players but if Kotoko and Hans will be doing this for some time to come omo making sure some be closing from the media no na the omo pe mum na emra bonten
sure
the omo pe omo clubs na pe na emra bonten but when you open it up say we be at me out training complex all there
na no kra ne say scandi omo bra and left your level no above side no man make us say youth team they are fine say see Kotoko nyame adoma oko Confederation Cup Kotoko supporters no do na expectation ne say the last time omuko yomura money zone na enipa buso baba ya stadium no Kotoko sa ko hobie mu na fedi ni na nu na Johnson so a striker Johnson Kotoko announce Johnson striker yo mu fa no kura nso yes your former dreams
yes player. Johnson yes
already
one goal
already Isaac Minta wo ho Kwame Poku wo ho Abetamu wo ho Johnson abeka ho enti se wo se wo eduku de so mo ja kwan ai so ho enti animu ho nkwan no kra no wo yakọ ibese 4-5 ansa na wingers no so aba abeka ho so enti se wo se wo person wasesi player bia then it should be one or two be a on obi abeka bibi hu bi pa na wa hwe ni bia ni videos bi ni ade a wo pese
mo de ne ka ho
one game bi dia confirm the hu ye no but those peace on ne papa mu kura nka Kotoko ne has no ye bia o mu kotoba de wayi ne hu oba bia wa sorry gina ne nan so a amansan nyina gina tuma e be pia domaba ni akotu ane wo mo de wo maba sa na level ne tie wo ye justify bi a nkora anim ana nkora ni bi obi ayi ne hu wo na promote na ba
opportunity
so hu enti no wo mo mpegya nu mam kakra o madaroma wo mo mpegya nu mam so me mpese megia tum say one of those practices in the Ghanaian game coach bi ba no person or reconnect with players o feel say omo no nim wo and that omo na ombe show loyalty to him ne ade any all those things no I mean person media di say no bia but abaye too many mkoye
hardware ha nti yes emre ne kopa ba seskan birthdays wa ha ba you dey ni free owie
sure na ma memfa ayino nso mra
quotation no yes eno so ho
Hebrews 10 verse 18 Hebrews 10:18
Hebrews 10:18
ehona na me ready free enti no so when you win ade na na wie
okay
Hebrews 10:18 ehona na me kan ye na we there a reputable organization bi na almost here in to just say omuhia a single bedroom for rent say wo kumase sa single bedroom no say wo kumase ye ti momwayen say ufi single bedroom bi da ho ana yo bi abetima boan amenya 0244 118586 si etiminya no within the Kumasi metropolis here ya abeboe pa mpacho Kumasi metropolis ne ye kanye greater Kumasi no nemo wo de greater Kumasi kwa de friend ni ye ndwene ho hwe cause ye say yi asuefu ane adankwa me serious mo no kenya bad de but ye nya de ben ye pa no beboa ya che ansa ne consider no ti 0244 118586 single bedroom will be or me entonka
yes say we no so yenya winner the number no 020 0495335 the message ne ba 113 ono no the first message e buy
okay
ono ni di kan buy no on a winner Hebrews 10:18 into onfa ni momo details no and send ye sisi na yen wo so emfa emanu nti sanity yenye birthdays ni enfri onom yenye birthdays ni free first one I say happy birthday to Abugri Francis ene eyo birthday Abugri Francis ewo offenso ampam yes happy birthday Abugri Francis na kupo inshao na oma many more years na bibia enso enkoso come on next one happy birthday to Ivy Christabel Jamfi o Aswase Methodist Church Ivy Christabel Jamfi ene eyewo awoda ye wish you a happy birthday from Captain Chreboa Kodria Michael of Otec FM Oba Otec FM marketing department eho ena Chreboa Kodria Michael ewo o say Ivy Christabel Jamfi Aswase Methodist Church or wish you a happy birthday. Sasona, happy birthday to my boy Collins Insia Ampofu Jr. Yes, Opokuwari Senior High School Form 3. Collins Insia Ampofu Opokuwari Senior High School Form 3 from O Godfather Captain Chreboa Kodria Michael. Yes, or we show a happy birthday Collins Insia Ampofu Jr. Sasona, happy birthday to Mr. Ernest Osei Ata Afriye. Mr. Ernest Osei Ata Afriye or Chirano Gold Mines and our twin sister Ernestina Akria Afriye mu nyina no ene eyamawoda Ernest Osei Ata Afriye ene Ernestina Akria Afriye mu nyina no ene eyamawoda nyankopon enhyiramo se omo ye twins o omo ye twins Mr. Ernest Osei Ata Afriye ene ni nuaba Ernestina Akria Afriye ene eyo mumienu nyina awoda nti ye wish omo a happy birthday. Last one so confirm they say Theophilus or die o Kumasi Central Police Station. Theophilus or die ene eyo birthday nti ye wish you a happy birthday nyankopon enshaw na o many more years are also obetena asasi so na bibia enso akoso kamadiama Theophilus or die of Kumasi Central Police Station. So obiana
there be name me engagement we went no ni pana o wini no also ni di ne yawo owusu anti ene no ebewiwi sisi ne mom there is a complaint na ni panda bi tufo nti ya omunti no munhya no so ono so the right answer na by me aka so test ba en ha won fa hwe nka ho the moment
quotation nko
the moment how the bibi beka ho
e be ma message na delay
o time no e be sa shoot akọ nanim what you say go ye mie message na ansa na e twa screenshot no nya fe na ko bi obi area as when it came ni etwa this all the by 11:3 na me by 11:3 now you know kaka say by 11:5 ka say my name is Scandia o time e be show so message by 11:5 enti nipa na owini en ya owusu nipa omo de by no na do so o say Hebrews 10:18 please in case I am the winner for today please send the money to the number to my name is Francis Ahin. I have an emergency so I'm going offline thank you.
Okay,
and I announce you out there I am heartbroken. I also sent it at 11:3. Deeper will uni 11:3 but because okoball messages need be to us and a seconds and so 11:3
nti e mo no ne de ne beja yes but say you listen about ko e wo infancy sewu a Benji or the message papa Benji or say ene uram e wo anti aso ventures e wo infancy sewu a omu nyina omo etisho no ho a omo ehwenti e chi omu nyina infancy sewu afo nyina ene Benji nti say ye fa course kakra ye fa course ne kakra 050-522-4944 050-522-4944 and I say 050-522-5578. Yes, first caller. Hello.
Good morning,
Hello.
Hello.
Pacho, we didn't have a free.
The friend is I've been with the cassette commerce.
Hello.
If you say, Dana Koya, you must come and wait for trial, so you don't can but most of the anyway, as they come to you, about the Dana what you are. There's nothing wrong. Yeah, your best ones no. Your best ones are probably you might go. What trial so? You and maybe you can want other countries that hello.
Say abrochire no o man ka say invite player no waba o mu mbiem say obia ambra trials ni bi the invitation dey different from say ye biem obia emra bi because ye biem a obi okra ba o mu obi da ba obefa ne boot abaso obe bi hello. Oh, Kenneth.
Oh, you mama baso Naventia I very Scandinavia. Linia
you need to hope out.
Oh, manager Linia.
What do you na say ebinye.
Ebinye Ayana Edubia as a Ghana football supporters in the and Kinem a bit is the house of folk and supporters with the Minia, France, Minia, said the whole can you do any assessment? What I say? Singing up to the South of the Bramia says so any old banana a friend say, first to need Trainia. No, I know 3-4 players because Namina and Copa 70. Episode of Kuga to 78 in a minute.
Who did you pardon what the Kuja 78?
78
so far, number
Minia, Moko, I've never seen you go to Ghana. If it was a Muslim under 20, a friend say, Simuno, what to me, I promote to be by a friend, Mukim fine. Because I have other promote to the first 3 years of the 30 years, I'm not to be qualified. How come 70? 4-78 I could go. Lilia, last hour, I brought the Ben and I got a corner, Lilia, then it's a good down Babru.
So I
also, I brought the Babru, I brought you, I know to be in some good down near friend of something.
Friend say, okay.
Aye. Something like a Johnson and
Samson the do crowd ko
Ose.
They say Samson edu kukura akọ.
Na weekend.
Okay. Samson kura akọ na Johnson na say na opa kire.
Ya da yo Croatia.
Bi se ball so ni di enye di e da so na be kire so onimbo ana so onimbo.
Ose.
Se ball no enye di e da so na be kire so onimbo ana so onimbo.
Sango gra. Yari na ma na ona.
Kenneth ya da se me fu bi.
Hello, Idi.
Boss.
I'm Tom Chamu.
Udi ni ba aka say free.
Pacho Odru ni kasa free kromo gafo.
Ki Odru yeti o.
Ayu do bi bana obeyen to mu ni fisho because Otec la no kwa ni ti.
So on say o chere na agre. So
o chere na agre dey better on say ba yi na agency na okay. Anya me dey me kan say nyamo kan ni ano kotoko de no. Me form so. Because de bia kotoko ye kwa mani mu na ni ye film. First round na ni ye film. Di say Jamaica ni say omu to place papa na omu penko Africa no se ne be ya ye betimi abo idu mo ni zonkura na fe ebi idu ko nkura ni timi akoko enimu a eni betimi aboa esen se omu kwa kofa place bia omu timi mo ya Africa ne de bia ye kwa mani mu na ni ye film emwa ye timi de Jamaica ni se mpenimfo omu to omu yom to ye omu place papa se ne be ya ye kwa ye betimi akoko enimu bi jim de masenya misham.
Yes, Odru yenso ya da se yemfa we hello.
Maradona.
Oh, anane kusu kojo kromi bi aboko ho de.
But ye die ndiaboko itana ya fanga sora be tia te. Ye be die timu tete ma to bia angel person.
Oh, okay.
Ya na ye ti dem ma ba so. Na se kotoko mo so ma ye sans be for the calef seni. Aqua. Ena dali. Ana te ma ye sans we ni na ande de mo bi justify it too. Let us say Obia be go say you and just let them penny for no. Second corner you be do no what I say. Cause ko go ba madrid say ono season gonna we are. And now no ko na say play be about to justify their blue. David Adi big team there almost have behavior and ding ba ma fam. The same penny for no. Say you season there ko contributing ka mo sta quality my na mo justify no. Na say na kai na de be bi and ya throw mo just man de unya ma ko to ko. Na be go ta mu kwa mu justify na ko na mu justify the same thing for justify ni o mu tu ku be na o ta quality ma serve ya maybe na ko video sin ka me ko tun papa so be na ba ko ni na cha me ka say post MP ba ko pe the poster boy ana we to tell na da fa MP for no ta West constituency and go to Otec FM ana na ku ko ni ko ma cha
ana ne ya da se ya for hello oh chama udini we aka say free Benji, okay, you.
Really, too late, you.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
The mom for this year, be a little be a minute.
Benji.
I
said, okay, I'm not for one. I'm saying, and I'll come. Okay, ate. Next caller, hello.
You.
Udini we aka say free.
Yeah. We friends say obi a ode kapa ne ka edina wontua no woni kan kasa de kano
acho ye tio
e fele kadibu bi ne me pa asofu kadibu
obi
ne ka edina obi ne ka edina wontua no da ne ka wontua no
eno ye hwan
e fele kadibu eno asofu kuno no so no omo ye kadibu aka mo
has the hwan ka
nana me wontua na ubisa ni ko kupa
you adu ya se de na
oh basa kan e bebre e se me sesman ko wontua place nika
ese 6 months mu ntwa mu place ka
ayo aso be ba ron beto to apa ba sa ko gwe justify no se ni pa se ni 1,100 ye do mu yu na bo mu ne ma ko kan se ke ko fa abe wa ha fo fi be bi na na ha de ne bi ya wa ye ya ne nya be wa ha na su bi ba fa kwa se yu ndi management board mu ni de ya mu ya ma ko tuko so no ndi ya yo mu de ye bi ya ma ya ma ko tuko nya abe wa ha ne de ye de bi so ha ye ndi o mu ni de ye pa
Yes, so yeah, see you for hello.
Hello.
But you didn't ever be a cafe.
Thomas Kojo, that's where I'm going.
But Thomas, it you. But you deny line or a breaky. Hello.
Muhammad.
But I feel we didn't ever be a cafe. Awal Muhammad, okay, Sefe. Okay, Ojugu etio. Ojugu jinaye line munya kura.
What to make?
Afide ye.
Akoto ko ye no. Ai otufo pogwale o di tini makoto ko ma me tuno. Na poku kiao. Ero ko fa ko se bi ba e. Akoto ko etini officers mess. Ero na poku kiao se. O pe ka akoto ko nyamra. Ero ka o pe. Poku foli. E pe ni aba ko ba ko so ka libo. Ayo. Poku ko pe se ken. Eso be justify. Como big mommy ma do no. Paso television. E mo se jo se ke se ko di papa wi e ko wi. I don't say. Ko to king se ko to ko. Okay, se ko ba ka se justify. Zito, kalim zito re yi. On ke yi pa, ni mi pa.
Yes, Ojugu yada say yan for hello. Last caller. Udine be aka say free.
Morning. Me din the Shadrack.
Shadrack, who can say free?
Me wa kafo wazan mo
Okay, Shadrack it you.
Na ask for the ask no omuni project bi ayu. Ediana we coach na o kwa. So gbe da so ho mebo.
Just say.
Obe da so ha so mebo.
Togo ho.
Someone Tianeka anyi team ne dey ha se for the this omu Tianeka omu so omu team Tianeka. Eti omunya team na ti no monte for why. Boss. Recruitment anya ne one way. Enti so ye recruitment na wo ka se chinchina. Ka for wo team individual na nye. Eno nso Government be aba na say ko pray but e be come heart e go see say enti scout no mo so timi be twa bi sha yani enti sana chanefo so obi amo to mirikani enrese franche ho a mo si chinchira this scout de amen kwa na de ya adwuma enti ne de me feel so de mpanimfo ye no e ne kwan so ano no na mum ade e so mo ye pa mo nya ya na team we have to get team. Oh, players are coming. Young team on the ball more than 2 seasons and not 3 seasons. And only a team is decoying now. No Jaya or Moko, no Alpha, no Jamoko, Unya team. Nebasa Unya supporters and so on Merebo. Medasi.
Yes, so yada sentia di jumedi ni nyina ebesia mamines why ready de apomuden ahotoso no eba na bibia nso akoso kama ne ote says candy enka kofi labi ote nenka saso na walasti estate or the foreign trade base no enso eba nana says kapa executive producer saso na isco enso etwa to YouTube the pictures ni videos ni nyina no also unya bi hwa mimidin ede Eugene Maradona yedi si ni agem ede ama Mrs Kate apia boaten na ode apomuden ahotoso no aba abeto aso